yet in full swing in Toronto, cool winds prevail. And if you're a fan of a certain sport, that's a good thing. Inside the Ice Dome, Maple Leaf Gardens magic still lingers, the national pastime. But who will be the king of curling? Who's got staying power? Whoa! The pretender to the throne is a kid no more. Manitoba's Mike McEwen has matured to become a force. But Glen Howard has an end game in mind, the leader of the pack for a long, long time. One will be the Players' Champion today. Another glory day at the old Maple Leaf Gardens. Now the Mattamy Athletic Center plays host to Grand Slam curling and the Players' Championship. We've been witness to the best curling field ever assembled. It's all come down to the most consistent players this season. Glen Howard of Ontario versus Mike McEwen of Manitoba in the final. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the ice. The Mattamy Athletic Center, Grand Slam curling on CBC and the Players' Championship. I'm Scott Russell. This is the climax to the curling season, the Players' Championship. And a lot of it is about prestige, but it's also about a very big payday. So Mike McEwen and Glen Howard in the richest event in curling. It's not winner take all, it's winner take the lion's share. One rink will go home with in excess of $70,000. One in excess of $40,000. The key is you have to win. And to win, you have to be the best of the best.
"15 of the best teams in the world are here."
The Players' Championship is kind of special. I think it has a lot more meaning than the other three slams leading up to it, and so this would be really something that we would cherish if we could win this one.
We have the advantage right off the bat with last rock. Hopefully we can start off with a two-ender or more and get the ball rolling. But Mike, I've been so impressed with these guys over the last 3 years. They have been in the top, one of the top couple of teams in the world all the time.
He's going to have a hammer to start the game, so that's a big part of the game is the first two ends, and definitely wanting to get off a good start and limiting any damage that might happen.
We're going to come out guns a-blazing.
Glen Howard won the hammer by defeating Mike McEwen in round-robin play. By the way, Glen Howard also defeated Brad Jacobs and Brad Gushue along the way to the final. That means that John Epping claims that sixth and final direct Olympic trial spot. Now, to further set the scene, let's go to the booth. Mark Lee, Joan McCusker, and Mike Harris.
Thank you, Scott. Well, you consider Glen Howard's accomplishments. He's a decorated champion, but this year he has but one victory, and that was in the Canadian Open. Then you factor in his disappointment at the Brier when he got out to that 10-0 run in the round robin, then nosedive with 3 straight losses. You know he's motivated to end his season on a high.
Definitely, and Glen is that type of team. They're not afraid to run off multiple wins in a row. They're undefeated here this week, and yesterday in that semifinal against Brad Jacobs, where Jacobs was highly motivated, had to win to get an Olympic trial spot. Glen got his deuce in the first and big advantage there, held Jacobs to 1, and then this shot was actually for 3 in the third end. Glen comes very close. He had to hit about a quarter rock. He just skinnies by his own, only gets the deuce, but 4-1 lead. He was on cruise control after that, and it looks like the Glen Howard of old. As you say, he's won a bunch in a row at the Brier, lost 3 straight. He wants to finish his season off strong.
You know, for so many years, Mike McEwen of Winnipeg has been denied his glory from his great rival Jeff Stoughton, the 3-time Brier champion. But last night, the semifinals, he beat his nemesis for a chance to win his first Players' Championship.
Oh, Mike McEwen team is such a good team, and they did play very, very well last night against Jeff Stoughton. Remember, they lost to Jeff Stoughton on our last Grand Slam final. Got a chance to redeem themselves here. This is a really, really tough shot. Have to throw just backline weight, enough weight to move this red stone through the house. Most people would just play the split or the tap on their own, but Mike McEwen is not afraid to take some risks. Much like Rachel Holman, he's going to call what he thinks he can make, and he'll make it most of the time. You know, we talk about the changing of of the guard and the veterans that have ruled this game over several years, I believe there's a change coming, and the young guys are coming up to beat those teams. And who's leading that charge but Mike McEwen, the CTRS points winner over the last 2 years. He's the most consistent team on the planet right now.
All right, it's Howard and McEwen for the Players' Championship and the biggest purse of the season. Scott?
Mark, it's high-stakes curling, a summit on historic ice. Ontario, Manitoba, winner take all. First rocks coming up on CBC.
Anything that I can do, you can do much better. And every time I show you mine, you top mine 1,000 times. That don't mean I'm gonna stop trying to get better. And in the end I won't be blue, 'cause I know I found a friend in you.
The new Toyota RAV4. Let's play.
We know you just can't cut corners. If you want to pick them, we know soccer. And the Umbro gear that's right for you. At Source for Sports, we know our stuff.
Embrace your past, but live for now.
What do you call a machine that combines precision-engineered handling, industry-leading power, and a rider-focused design? We call it a Can-Am. From the essentials to fully loaded, you'll find that same combination in every ATV and side-by-side we build. And right now, get your own for as low as $159 a month. Can-Am, the ride says it all.
How does an investment manager build portfolios to stand the test of time? At Franklin Templeton, decades of investing through every kind of market has taught us to manage risk as vigilantly as we seek reward. This solid approach has made us one of Canada's leading managers. Franklin Templeton Investments, offering specialized global and domestic investment expertise through Franklin, Templeton, Mutual Series, and Bissett. Gain from our perspective.
At Quiznos, we're putting our money where your mouth is. Come try any one of our chicken subs. If you don't think it's the best around, you get your money back. Yeah, you heard right. The chicken sub guarantee. Only at Quiznos.
From Toronto, Ontario, it's the Players' Championship, the fourth and final event of the Grand Slam on CBC. Today, an all-Canadian final headlined by Glen Howard of Coldwater, Ontario, against Mike McEwen of Winnipeg, who skips one of the best young teams in the country and now can include himself as part of the curling establishment. He most certainly would cement that claim with a victory here today and his first Players' Championship. McEwen throwing the yellow rocks this afternoon, Howard the red. And Denny Neufeld is out of the hack with the first rock of the afternoon.
Good. Just half on the four. Half on the four.
Don't like to overemphasize the importance of the first end, but critical the McEwen does not give up a deuce here in the first end. Glen Howard, when taking too early.
That's there. Yep.
Only lost 3 games over the last 3 seasons.
Okay, good.
And he's on fire. 6-0 coming into this final, the only undefeated ring.
That's right. Mike McEwen has only lost 1 game at this event, and it was to Glen Howard on the Friday night round-robin game. Both of them had already qualified for playoffs, and I will tell you, because I was update girl that night, that Glen Howard got lucky to beat Mike McEwen. He made an incredible shot in the 7th and a slight miscue. McEwen's team outplayed Howard's team, but lost the game.
Well, let's look at the head-to-head matchup. over the career, Howard is 19-7 in 26 career games against McEwen. But this year, and Joan alluded to the changing of the guard, this season, McEwen is 3-2 in 5 matches.
And I would anticipate much of that lead was built early until Mike McEwen learned how to beat Glen Howard. And since he got his first victory, I'd be interested to see what the stats are, but sure it'd be much closer. But it's one of those things, those learning curves on the tour. You know, you as a young team coming up, until you learn to beat the best teams in the world, you're pretty intimidated. Quite often you'll lose 3 or 4 straight.
Last season, Howard was 4-0 against McEwen. And you look at their last 2 matches. Howard, a 5-3 win in the last match of the round robin. But going back to the last event, the Victoria Classic, it was McEwen prevailing there. 6-1.
That curl.
Nice shot there from Saville.
They just go normal for Saville there. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice shot for Craig Saville. That in turn, we've talked about it for over the last 4 days, is how much it curls on hits and especially on draws.
Little up. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Little up. Whoa. Okay. Close.
No.
Little heavy.
No.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
No.
No. Good throw. Good.
At least. Let's go here. Board. Board?
Yeah. Trying to roll wide this time. One reason it takes play away from the center, and it's another reason the run back, if McEwen's forced to play, would be one of Glen's rocks straight back rather than one of his own.
Whoa, yep, whoa, yep, whoa, yep, yep, yep. Hard. Wiener, go.
Close.
Good throw.
Nice try. Just didn't quite get completely buried.
Yeah, see 90% of that at least, I would think.
Throw ball. Okay.
Wozniak with his second stone here in the first end.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Whoa.
This is close.
Whoa, off.
Beauty. Great roll.
Rolling right behind cover.
Lost.
Beautiful shot by Matt.
I go there.
Just a great sweeping
First
call.
thought was
Good
the run, but
throw.
whatever you like. I kind of like it too.
And dead buried.
You see this?
Full 4.
Yeah, whatever.
So it'll force Brent Lang to try to throw a run back on his own guard sitting right in front of the ring.
Brent Lang at Barry, the operations manager for one of the Howard Rink's big sponsors, Weedman.
Shooter.
Takeout, can he get both? No.
And doesn't get either, actually. Left the guard. Missed the back one.
Up a little bit, I was pretty full.
Be able to let him hit and roll into the ring, see what I mean? Thank you. Just out's good.
Yeah.
And this is, again, a great conversation happening at the other end. Where are we going to place this guard? We don't want to give Glen Howard a chance to hit and roll off of this guard, so we're going to keep it far enough away that it blocks that shot.
I just love listening to this Mike McEwen team, because the 3 guys down at one end have a conversation, and almost immediately Mike McEwen will suggest the exact same thing. They're on the same page. They're well coached. They get it. They're,
you know what? The other thing, they have so much in common. They have almost the same personality. They're very intense and focused. There isn't one person on that team that jumps up and down and says, I want attention, and they don't go running around and say, you know, interview me or pay attention to what I have to say. They're very quiet, intense, focused young men.
doubles called. Watch for the shooter to go over and hit the other corner guard. We'll see what ends up happening here. Watch the shooter. Gets rid of all 3 guards. Didn't have a chance of kicking that one in, but left it in play. So option here for McEwen. He could try to force.
It's either that or just go straight for the force. I like tight.
Yeah, me too.
That line's
line
probably
would have
pretty
been
good.
with more weight.
You want to throw the same turn?
Danger of doing this is if Howard throws the freeze, he may have a chance to score too. So the force going around the corner guard might was an option, but it's a team decision, and all four bought in.
You go around the corner guard though, and we have watched you and I have watched Glen Howard make the perfect hit and roll to save the end. You know, I don't care what you play. You know, when Glen Howard goes to shoot, he's going to be close to taking the end
and
away.
when he's forced to do something, okay, you're not going to tell me what's going to happen here. He'll end up trying to make it up. This has got to curl quite a bit still.
Go, 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 go. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Shot. Nice.
Good enough.
BJ Neufeld, the golf pro from Larder St. Andrews in Winnipeg, reestablishing the guard.
So left that stone in the 4 foot, about 2/3 open.
Hard. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Pack.
Whoa.
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 They jumped on this early, tracked.
Are you kidding?
Let's get it in the open. Get in the open.
And we saw this in the women's game. A couple of rocks run straight there for Eve Muirhead, and a couple of draws as well. But that's a big miss and a big break for McEwen. And when it comes to,
I thought for sure we get some fresh pebble curl there.
It's not like you were heavy. You barely rolled out. It hardly touched it.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
So a little surprise there. Howard's played on the sheet a couple of times already this week too. So
decent.
This is the sheet they played on in the semis last night.
You can just go out turn too. No, I like the
Daw wasted no time coming out of the hack. He was so sure of that, and he didn't get the swing he wanted.
Well, whether he's sure or not, he wastes no time coming out of the hack. Actually, he's one of the fastest curlers that you'll ever see play. You got to be careful when you put down the broom. You better be sure when you put down the broom because he's already coming out.
It's not as quick as this out turn coming home, obviously. Right.
But all three players, Saville, Lang, and Madaw, concurred. They were like, you didn't overthrow it. The weight was good. And still didn't curl.
What happens on this particular sheet of curling is that this in turn will curl a tremendous amount, and the out turn will finish. It just doesn't have that big swing.
And we have the benefit of watching that game this morning, of course, to see that. But
all there on its own.
It's happened more than once on this sheet.
Line's really good. Really good line.
Coming down.
Go then.
So they really good line means they would like you to get this top four.
Finish it.
Hard.
Yeah.
As far as it goes, Danny, you gotta go.
Hard.
Front end dragging this.
Whoa. It's really good.
Beautiful.
Just to a bite of the button. McEwen line 2. He's been so confident and so controlling. You look at the quarterfinals, 8-2 over Epping, then stealing 2 in the semis off Stoughton.
No, they've played really well, and as Joan mentioned, in that game against Howard, they actually looked like they were in control of most of that game. And Glen, Glen made an unbelievable double for 3 in the 7th end. So playing the run back, it looks like McEwen's going to force Glen. There is an opportunity here for Glen to get rid of all 3 yellows. The shooter will stay out of the ring, so it'll be a corner guard.
I don't think it'll do too much with on Peel.
Glen Howard won this event in 2008, seeking his 2nd Players' Championship here this afternoon.
Other one?
Yep. Went to plan B right out of his hand, which is just a great call by Wayne Madaw. Get rid of 1.
Good call. I'll make sure the back and get the shooter out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So Mike McEwen.
Remember that yesterday when we threw all those hits down here too? Like anything hard? Like it did not curl an inch.
I still can't believe it. It ended up with a good high.
Mike McEwen has spent the entire end and talked in the opening about not limiting damage in the first end, and he has a very easy opportunity here to force Glen to 1 by going wide. He's going top 12. The danger for McEwen, he comes in a little too tight to that stone and leaves Glen Howard a double for the blank. That would be a major momentum swing in this game.
You almost be full 12.
Yeah, they just go bananas, especially once they get inside the line, right?
So if this gets, again, full 8, looking for full 12 or a biter. If this gets full 12 or top 8 in the doubles there, it's a blank. No, Glen will play it.
Fight the ring. No. Don't want to. Okay, well then don't.
Mike McEwen with his final stone here in the opening end.
Good. Weight's good.
Has to curl a bit.
No, line's good. Line's fine.
We're in. Full 12. Yep.
He has taken away the in-turn path with that draw that he's just thrown. So there is an angle there for the blank. This is what...
I think it's because this is so tricky, right? If you throw this turn, right, it falls back here. Once it catches the line, it'll curl.
In turn, I like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Blank's available.
Yeah, the in-turn double for the blank.
This is, again, small things against Glen. He said holding him to 1, if you told him before the game, they would have been pretty darn happy.
That way.
Still a great opening end by Mike McEwen's team.
I think this is going to come up.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem, I guess, is if Glen makes this, they get nothing out of that great end that they just played.
Last rock for Glen Howard.
Big shot.
Looking for the double.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Post over curling here. It's a jam. It's a steal. No. And the reward is there for McEwen.
A misfire by Glen Howard in the opening end. And Mike McEwen has a steal of 1 to open this Players' Championship final.
I figured
The moments we share today inspire the stories we tell tomorrow. The luxurious Infiniti JX, a 7-seat luxury crossover that actually seats 7 comfortably, with innovative second-row seating that makes third-row access effortless, even with a child seat installed, so your family can share every moment together. Now, for a limited time, lease the Infiniti JX for only $535 per month. Infiniti, inspired performance.
All we had was gruel. It tasted worse than it sounds.
My job wasn't to bring home the bacon. No. My job was to bring home a 9-ton woolly mammoth.
You thought the plague was hard. Try the bread.
Introducing the Pizza Burger from Boston Pizza. It's a bacon burger wrapped in a pepperoni pizza.
Eat one from me.
Eat one from me.
Eat one for me! Eat one for all those who couldn't.
I wish we could pay off our mortgage faster.
That makes 2 of us.
You came to the right place. With a new payment schedule and a fixed rate, you'll be mortgage-free faster. It means you'll save money, too.
That's good.
I wish we were in Jamaica.
Hi. Make paying off your mortgage happen. Borrow smarter and be mortgage-free faster with a low-rate mortgage. BMO Bank of Montreal. Making money makes sense.
At Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we know hockey fans are different.
Because hockey fans don't just wear their loyalty on their sleeves. They wear it all over.
At Enterprise, we're proud to be an official sponsor of the NHL.
So whether you're all about Vancouver or St. Louis or Philadelphia or coaching tomorrow's NHL stars,
we'll get you on your way to the game you love.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Welcome back to Toronto. Cool day on the waterfront. Mattamy Athletic Center, and after 1, it's Team Mike McEwen 1-0 over Glen Howard, a steal of 1 in the first end at the Players' Championship. I want to say a huge thank you to a friend and longtime colleague, Associate Director Lucille Deschênes-Berriot. 34 years she's been with CBC, with the sports department since 1991 and on curling's trail since '92. Lucille is taking a well-deserved retirement, and Mark, as you know, she's always kept us on the right track. Congratulations, Lucille.
A distinguished 34-year career at CBC, not just curling, but the CFL on CBC, international track and field. She traveled the world, figure skating, Spruce Meadows, 7 Olympic Games, keeping us on time and sharp. And Lucille, I speak for all of us, we will miss you. Happy retirement.
I know that Lucille will be picking up some good books to read. She's an avid reader. We often share our book picks. I too wish Lucille a happy retirement.
And her hubby Andy will be happy to have her home.
Not easy keeping us on track up here in the curling department either. I know that much.
Mike always talks too much.
Well, if you've ever been in a control truck, I mean, it's like the end of the world.
Yeah, oh yes.
I mean,
every end, I'd imagine. Yeah.
Open heart surgery is more calm. And Lucille somehow manages to keep everything under control.
Just for line right now.
Off.
So great opening end there from Team McEwen. It's at eight shots made, and that's what you need to do against Howard early in these games.
That's really good.
Slight miscue to start this end, though, putting the first rock behind the tee line, back 4 foot.
There's another mistake. Two behind the tee line. That's Glen Howard. That helps Howard.
Sounds like an evil laugh by Wayne Madonna. You know, you couldn't ask for a better setup for Saville in this second end. Try to get right back on track. Is that a corner guard and then 2 rocks behind the tee line.
And
close. It's really going. You gotta go.
For Matt Wozniak.
You gotta go real hard, guys. Okay, you're good. Whoa,
And BJ, they know they're going to be throwing some doubles and run backs and
line's pretty good.
Trying to get some stuff, get some red moving. 2-point lead. Shock if Mike, or excuse me, 1-point lead.
Freeze it.
They're coming in. Game on.
I'm not surprised that this is the evolution of a young team that had success at the junior age, and then they come into the men's play. They'll be very good hitters, but they have to learn how to make these precision draws and tap backs.
Little small tap. Small tap.
Shot.
It's going the other way.
Yeah.
Just kissing that Howard Stone.
Shot. Stop curling at the end.
Yeah, I agree. It did stop curling at the end. There's certain, you know, little spots on the ice that they're going to have to remember and watch.
Yeah, try and just nub it a bit. Tap it here. Line.
Same as Saville, right?
Yeah, back 4. Yep, should be good. Hard.
Wait's good.
Back ring, lots. Lots.
No. It's...
Yeah, Matt Wozniak's rock did not finish very hard. And this one bounces off.
Yeah, straight nose, pretty good.
Yeah.
And one of the problems for Glen, he freed up his own red at the back there. That rock wasn't going anywhere. Now it's going to have a hard time making that one score.
Should move nice.
Almost impossible, in fact.
It's a really nice chance here for Matt Wozniak to hit and lie 3.
Yeah, nose hit actually really good. At the angles would be really good for McEwen.
Good.
Very nice.
Makes the takeout, and indeed, McEwen lying 3.
So no double on the yellows on the left there for Glen, but Glen can make the double on the one that was just thrown in the one in the 4 foot.
Tap it, or you trying to double? Don't we have to move this eventually?
This one?
Yeah. Is that jam? Yeah, it might tick it, but I was thinking if you...
Goes right out, probably.
Yeah, well, one double or the other, but yeah.
You know, if you ever make that double, though, if you make that double, you sit right there. We won't be shot, but...
Yeah. He just blasts, and then all ours are gone.
We got a corner.
Okay. Okay. One of them.
Okay. I like normal. Okay.
So double on the one in the 8 foot and the one back 4 foot is the call. Try to save the shooter.
So it's got to be soft weight to keep the shooter in play.
No. Whoa.
This is tracking as well.
I think they're just surprised by
lack of curl.
Lack of curl in this one, but he's got quite a bit of weight.
That's good.
Yeah, just got to tick it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bad.
It's not what they wanted, but it's not terrible.
Ticked a little more would even been better, because that's dead jamming, right?
Yeah, a little more for sure.
I mean, if you go over top's okay. You can try and save it, right?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to save her.
Like a bump?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like saving the shooter here, because if they do roll out, you know that Wayne Madonna will be throwing a freeze on the second shot stone.
I almost prefer kind of 7/8, and not even if you lose your one back 4 foot wouldn't be so bad.
I think rolling out is a mistake.
Yeah. Really hard.
Whoa. Get hard.
A couple of young, strong sweepers.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Wozniak and Neufeld.
Sit.
Needs to stop.
Shot. Great shot, BJ.
Chips the Howard stone out, and they lie 3 again.
Probably rolled 2 inches too far.
Sure. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's good. It's
fast. It's like almost 5.
Just to illustrate how strong the McEwen rink has been this year, our statistician Jerry has pointed out this is their 5th straight final on the World Curling Tour. They lost in Victoria, Grand Prairie, the National, and in Perth, Scotland. They've now been to 7 finals in total this year with 1 win in Swan River. But this would be spectacular to win this winner-take-all.
Yeah, I know Nicholas Edin got him in Victoria and went on to win the World Championship right after that. But amazing consistency.
That's what I'm saying. In 2 years, this team continues to make the big event finals.
Fantastic freeze from Madaw. Really good freeze.
Like just tapping that a
Further
little.
to your point, Joan, McEwen winning 5 titles and 7 finals last year.
Could run it.
Got some trouble here.
What a great freeze. The beauty of that freeze is, you know, they can. The middle yellow doesn't go anywhere.
Just get rid of this.
Question is where it jams on the one on the forefoot.
Yeah, I think it does.
I think we can get over top. Nah, maybe not. No, jam.
Yeah, it jams anyway. You try to hit
What am I in the run? I mean, the other option is just to kind of tap this and stay right here. Just unhook it. Okay.
And sit in front of it.
He's hitting, and if we don't sit really good, he's just hitting and rolling behind it. Yeah, I know. Back one. Okay, run it.
Does that jam?
It doesn't have to. Well, we can get it off it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna go red, red. Straight back.
Go, on the nose, eh? Yeah. Maybe slightly high.
Tough shot.
Even if he doesn't make the run back, get the guard out of the way.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That shot by Wayne Madaw.
Close. One. Punched it. Ooh.
Got to get rid of one of them. And now a chance to lie 3.
Good,
all of a sudden.
Sitting all on top.
One great freeze.
Yep. Yep. Just a half rock.
Normal.
Okay.
Now McEwen trying to find a way to only give up 2 here.
Normal. Whoa. 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 Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
A bit of another creative slide there from Wayne Madaw.
Whoa.
Slid down the center line a little and.
So Madaw picks the McEwen stone. They're 2, maybe 3.
Yep.
He's lying 3, but right now, Mike McEwen can hit shot stone and roll over to that little pocket of red on that side.
Good throw.
Big weight double. So funny release, I was saying. So Wayne slides a little tight, but watch, just as he lets it go, he starts moving his right arm out in a way, trying to feather that rock out and wide, and I think Glen just got a little different read on it. We've seen that a couple of times this week with Wayne, sliding tight on that out turn.
Speed just came up.
This is a big weight shot. Hard to get over to those 2 reds. You'd like to kill one of them on the side, though. Boy, this is tough.
Mike McEwen with his first stone here in the second end.
Has to save the shooter first of all, otherwise Glen goes wide and guarantees himself a deuce.
Facing 3 from Glen Howard.
Yeah, he called it right out of his hand. Didn't give it a chance.
He'll just get 1. They hit and stick.
Oh, sorry, guys. All right.
So if Glen hits and rolls away.
What, you think it'll curl?
I do.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
it's not going to go crazy.
No, not as much.
It's not going to go crazy. It's not as much as this side. Okay, just board?
Board.
Okay.
So if he can roll away out to the side of the 8-foot, there will be no double off this top stone. But McEwen could play a freeze and hold him to 2. Looking like 3 right now for Howard, though.
I think it'll curl. I wouldn't be too worried about it, Glen. No. No. I think it's out here,
and I
right
think
here.
it might
There's
be
a
only
path
coming
right here, Glen.
It might be only coming this way.
Yeah. Okay. And it's out a little further.
What do you think?
I think it's going to be a little straighter.
Okay.
That's
But how hard
it's
is
not a ton of ice, just board.
Yeah, no, I trust that ice.
Okay.
Nice chat.
Howard's first stone here in second.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hard. 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 Get over a bit.
So now another attempt at that double or hit and roll over for McEwen.
It did come up.
Yeah, come up.
So big weight double. Little less than half, actually, if he can come in and just nose this stone on the wings. He could end up staying right in front of that stone at the back 12, actually. Hits it a little thinner, might get all 3 reds moving somehow. Has to get rid of 2, though.
I like his chances of making contact on the second stones, just because that he didn't throw that first one very well.
Yeah, anything centerline side really should be good. Anywhere from 3/4 to a third will make contact over there.
A second attempt. Final rock here in the second for Mike McEwen.
Tight again.
Can they hold it is the question.
It's close.
One rolling over.
Great shot.
2.
Beautiful.
Just like that.
You don't give a great team 2 chances at that same shot.
And there is no deuce here now. Look at this.
It's perfect.
Just like you drew it up. Perfect. And actually spins in, just welded, frozen.
Now Wayne Madaw is talking about blanking this end, throwing a really hard, trying to hit the.
I like it.
You like it?
The outside
What?
Out.
Half a rock.
of that yellow stone and blank the end.
And again, hit 3/4 of it. May not get the yellow out. The hardest one to get out is the yellow. Hit a little too thin, the back red might stay as well. So tough shot to blank.
Last end he tried to blank, gave up a steal. There's a chance this might happen again.
Great shot by McEwen.
Last stone for Glen Howard. Looking to blank.
Hard. 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 Hard.
Both the yellow and the red have to be
guard.
swept.
Oh boy.
Ah, boy.
And that works. Nice
He's got
shot.
them all.
Good shot.
So Glen Howard gets the blank he was looking for to hold the hammer.
That sure didn't look like a blank late in that end. But,
No, not at all. What a couple of great shots by the Skips.
McEwen facing perhaps 3 from Howard, manages to get out of trouble with his second shot. So it's 1-0 McEwen through 2 ends, and we go downstairs, and here's Wayne Madaw with Scott Russell.
Right, Mark, here is Wayne. That did not look like it was shaping up to be a blank end. That's the way you wanted it at the end, though. That's the call you had to make.
Yeah, Mike made a fantastic shot to hit that double. He was within half an inch of where he had to be. A hair thinner, a hair thicker is probably 3 for us. So worked out for him, and we got the blank out of it so we can keep going offense.
You know, Wayne, you love this kind of event because it's a big money event. After the disappointment of the Brier, where you were so strong, didn't get the victory, how important is this victory to the team?
Well, the Players' Championship, I think, is the toughest event in curling to win. You have the 15 best men's teams in the world here, and you got to play great for an entire week. So, you know, it's just nice to be in this final game and, you know, hopefully pull out a victory.
Thanks, Wayne. All the best of luck.
Thank you.
There you go, Wayne Madaw with Team Glen Howard, and they trail Mike McEwen 1-0 after 2. We'll return in a moment.
Ah!
The new Toyota RAV4. Let's play.
We know that your greatest competition is yourself. We know running and the A6 gear that's right for you. At Source for Sports, we know our stuff.
If you believe the ride is more than a slogan, it's time you try Polaris. Experience unmatched ride and handling on the all-new 77-horsepower Scrambler XP 850 HO. Or discover the razor-sharp ride of the only trail-capable side-by-sides, the original Razor 800 or red-hot Razor 570. Get rebates up to $1,700 and financing as low as 3.99% during the Polaris XP sales event.
You do your thing, leave the rest to us. Ramada Worldwide.
Book now at ramada.ca to get our best rate guaranteed and earn Wyndham Rewards points.
Introducing the Scion FRS. Scion, what moves you?
Back in Toronto, where the Maple Leafs have clinched a playoff spot for the first time in 9 years. A reminder, get set for the NHL playoffs with Hockey Night in Canada's Stanley Cup Countdown. It's Monday, April 29th at 8 p.m. local time on CBC. Back to the men's final of the Players' Championship. Final event on the Grand Slam Tour.
Not early.
Howard still with hammer after blanking the second end, but down 1-0 to Mike McEwen. Stole one in the first.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's good.
When you look at that score and it's only 1-0, you would never guess the amount of rocks that have been in play the last couple of ends. It's great curling.
Yeah, especially that last end. What a turnaround.
Dramatic second end, right, with McEwen facing no fewer than 3.
Yeah, we'll play the double and freeze. Perfect. It was left for him, though. Glen needed to roll wide.
Small mistake.
Easy.
Yeah, I'd say not even something you'd really call a mistake, just left an opportunity for a very good team.
Close.
Close. Getting better.
Weight's good.
Craig Savel's trying to freeze now.
Weight's good.
Line's pretty good now. Line's good. You can get it right in there. Line's really good. Go, 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 go. Right in the top. Attaboy, Savvy.
Very nice.
Craig Saville, the 34-year-old Ottawa real estate appraiser, with 9 Purple Hearts to his credit.
Sure. Top 12, bite the 8.
Yes, 8 straight this team has won out of Ontario. And the other one he won with John Morris, was his skip, and they lost the Brier final there as well. So all-time best front ends is Saville Lang.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yep.
Pretty sure just in sync with Glen. They always have been. You know, they've had.
Yep. Hard line. Really curling.
I like how they always say the right thing.
Hard beats. Hard. Go, 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 go. Good throw, Matt.
Just an amazing right turn that those interns will go that path. It's hard to anticipate how much it's going to curl.
And Mike, further to your point, that's part of the allure of this sport. I mean, the way 4 minds come together in such strategy-intensive sport.
Great weight.
Well, and you have to remember, top 15 teams in the world, there's a little separation, top 5 or 6 teams, just, and what it is things like that, where they're on the same page and they're making the right decisions, and there's not much dissension among the ranks. And you know, I'm just going to use a bit of an example for what we saw from Kevin Martin's team this year. They're struggling just a little bit with that same type of chemistry. 1 or 2 players are struggling, and we're not seeing that same kind of synchronicity they had in that Olympic run in a couple of years ago. So, and the teams are aware of that, of course. This isn't a surprise to anybody, but it comes and goes. But the consistency of Saville and Lang with Glen over the last number of years has been impressive.
We come here, it's kind of.
And with McEwen's team as well. We just talked about how they've played so much together on the road, traveling, committing to the tour for how many years that they also have seen an awful lot of game situations, that they know what their strategy, their game plan is, given a certain situation, how they're going to play.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that small. You know, the shots can be made, the shots can be missed. But how do you deal with your adversity? And and talk to each other.
Still heavy.
They need this rock to come down and wait.
Maybe catch a piece. And
Should curl, as Joe mentioned. Yeah, this should grid over there for sure.
Okay. But bouncing off, leaving the red stone in play.
This McEwen rink with 3 Grand Slam titles to its credit, seeking its 4th here today. And as you pointed out yesterday, Mike, I mean, that great Furby rink has what, 2?
2, yeah.
Yeah.
So McEwen's pretty good.
5 wins last year. 6 curling tour victories in 7 finals the year before.
Yes.
And a chance for the winner-take-all Players' Championship and that big payday here today.
Well, these guys might have something to say with it. Howard and company.
Well, Brent Lang has a great chance right here. Wants to hit and roll behind his own on the center line. And this one is hanging out there.
A little bit. All right. Too much ice.
And that's right, to win this Players' Championship. McEwen will have had to dispatch Jeff Stoughton in the semifinals and Glen Howard in the finals. No easy task.
Pretty good. Okay.
Whoa. Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep. Whoa,
Yep.
no.
Whoa.
No. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
There it goes.
No roll.
Great roll. Perfect.
No.
It's just really funny that Brent Lang's intern did not move there. Very funny, because everything else has.
So Glenn thought he'd given him a hair more ice than that. But,
Yellow one?
Yeah. Just got to be so careful that when they start that break, sweepers can't hold it.
I think so.
Lovely roll.
So Neufeld behind cover. McEwen lying 2. Here comes Madab with weight.
Whoa, 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 yep. Whoa. No, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Get outside now. Go.
Not enough to move it to bring that red stone in. So McEwen lying first and second shot.
Had to curl a hair.
Bite the 4-foot. Yeah, you don't even have to be that deep. You can just be 8-foot. Yeah, I like that.
I guess they are, right?
They're 2 right now. Yeah, they're 2.
And that other one's not in the rings, right?
No.
Wayne Saville, yeah, nothing good over there. We're not second. No, that one in the ring. No. Darn.
This is this
I had
intern.
Matty here, and that's the one we touched. That should be pretty good.
Yeah. He tucked this broom in again, and I'm sitting here going, no, don't do that. It curls so much here.
Yeah, less ice isn't normally what you need on this spot.
No.
Give me an inch more, maybe.
You can go. Line's really good. Line's good.
They're going to need to go hold it out there so that they can let it go sideways.
Yeah, they like the line, which is nice.
We're going to have to finish this now.
So now it's going to turn the blinker on and go straight.
He needs to go deep now so he doesn't leave a double. There it is. Dead perfect, dead buried.
Right on the button. B.J. Neufeld with 2 terrific shots here in the 3rd.
Madog coming out and have a look, see if the double's there.
Freeze, tap, and that sets up that double. He's got to
Get a little out of your hand.
freeze and tap it 3 inches to make that double easier.
Yeah, bump that to here.
It's a pretty good call.
He's got a problem
Not
then.
even just the back button, even just to.
Let's get shot though.
What's that?
Even if we're not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't really need even if we're not, as long as it's a piece open and we have a key to do something.
This one.
No, I get that.
Yeah. So even if I move it 2 inches.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good. Leave it a little open too.
Yeah, half a rock.
Yeah.
What do you figure, Glenn? Same weight as what I threw for this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, Glenn, we just want to be half on it, right? Yeah. Keep it red open a
Great
bit.
input from Saville and Lang. So the shot's the intern tap. What they want to do is move this yellow back here, and that frees up the double.
I gotta think so.
There'll be a red one at the top of the 4-foot, top of the button, and McEwen's got a big problem.
It's a great call by Brent Lang. Lots of input this last couple of seasons. I think getting more and more vocal.
Not heavy.
Not heavy. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I think it's close.
Wait only. Wait only. Wait only.
Yep.
Wait only.
Whoa.
Gotta go. Freeze it.
All right, great. Gotta go then. You
Gotta go.
line.
Yeah, gotta go. Freeze it.
Come on, guys.
Madad to tap that McEwen rock off the button.
Wants to move it a little, just anything. And it made the double slightly easier.
But was it enough?
What's that? Doesn't curl.
Didn't you think that ran a little?
So did his. His was out there, and then he had a quieter handle than you.
We can get to that spot with either turn. Right here, so that if he makes this,
have something back at it.
We can just freeze it.
I could
We'll just be able to freeze it.
Could almost tap it, but
right.
Come right here.
Yeah, I think so.
We know this turn. Thrown it a few times.
I like this call too.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of choice, really, does he?
Yeah,
he's got to bring it in tight. What he's hoping, he sees the double. There's nothing he can do about it. Freeze on that red one. If Glen makes the double, then he can hit the one he's throwing now, and Glen will still have a shot for 2 if he makes the double.
Exactly. You know, many people will say, well, if he sees the double, why doesn't he guard the double? Well, if he does, if he guards that double, then leave Glen this little tap on the red stone that Wayne just put there. So his best call, come in, get across the face to the center line side and try to freeze.
Got to be careful not to roll too deep underneath so that he can't then hit his own. I think leaving it 2/3 open is a pretty good call. You know, we're pretty sure Glen's going to try that double. They've talked about it already. And McEwen knows that's why Glen played the shot he did.
Good.
I think so too, but
Mine's good. Like to wait on the line.
Room, you have to wait. Room, lots of room. Time.
I'll go out on a limb and say there will not be a blank here this end mark.
Can't sweep it. Waits there. Can't sweep it. Waits there.
This needs to curl a mile.
Right off.
Curl.
Can you it's trying. Here it comes.
It's not enough, though.
Yeah, probably did the trick. If the double's made, he's going to be able to kill one of them.
Get to the inside and tap it.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Just didn't finish it all.
It's
I wondered
funny
if
how
it would do that after
the last couple of rocks that just not running that same
there again.
hook into the center line.
Glen's just trying to figure out how he might be able to get 3.
Yeah, he just drills it. Why don't you just make the double? You're afraid what?
I think probably. I think it's right beside. Yeah, it's right beside.
If it's right there, it's going to be no way. He can't get it's barely going to be on the button, and he can't get that anywhere. But
yeah, I'm going to touch that. Am I not? It's going to hit the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can stick
that actually makes it better.
Boys, yeah, this spins this way. You can stick it right in the side of it easily.
Yeah, I think that's the shot.
Okay. What do you figure?
Turn. I don't see it curling at all.
Dead straight. Okay, you got it.
So half rock, thick half?
Thick half.
So we drew this out earlier. The double's definitely there. And Glen will lie 2. And I don't think there'll be a double unless they kind of spin into an unlucky position for Glen. But
then if that happens, McEwen will take a look to see where the 2 red stones are. But there'll be some sort of play on the rock that McEwen just put there, some sort of hit to get rid of at least one of the red counters.
Yeah. And that will leave Howard to draw for 2.
Glen Howard, his first rock with peel weight, looking for a dead straight double.
No! Yep. No! Never!
Stay with that yellow.
Yes!
Whoa. Off the outside to the button. And he's done it.
I think they blew the sweeping.
They should have been sweeping that one.
Good throw. Yeah, you're right.
It spun backwards.
And,
not sure what Wayne was doing.
They had to sweep it. They had to hit it thicker. Here, Glen, you sweep it. It's gold, dude.
No, I certainly think I do stuff it. That rolled back.
So watch where the shooter, Joan pointed out, watch where the shooter goes. It spins deep.
I see an open hit for 2.
I don't, unless he takes that one. Let the red go easy.
These 2 red now may be lined up where McEwen can hit the top yellow stone that he placed there with his first one and double out the red.
like here. Yeah, like more than half, right? Go over top of that. Yeah.
So you heard Glen say, I don't see a double for 2 here, but Wayne says...
curl a little bit.
So you're going to hit it on, as long as he hits it on the right side of center, this red should get dragged towards this one and easily kill both reds.
That should be good.
The key is whether or not the shooter will come over and click his own yellow on the way by.
Okay.
As long as that happens, Glen will have a thin double for 2, but a very, very difficult thin double for 2.
Still no blank, Mark. But it's getting, you know, there'll be a lot of rocks flying after this.
So, I said, as long as he hits it broom side, both reds should go. And Howard is going to have a tricky shot for 2.
McEwen with his last rock, trying to get out of trouble here in the third end.
It's wide.
He flared this.
Then the problem with it is the shooter. The 2 reds should go.
Gets the double.
Just misses his own. Wow.
He's got to be breathing a sigh of relief.
Nice shot, Mike.
Doubles there, though.
Really good. Good veins in his teeth. So competitive.
Remember, watch the shooter here. The reds are going. Really, he did actually touch his own yellow one. Had he split it out, this would be an easy shot for 2 for Glen Howard.
Curls here.
Could actually do quieter. I like it.
You only have to move it.
All business, eh?
So what are you playing? Board. Board?
Just
board. I think
so there is a double there for Glen. And he's throwing board for one reason only, is that if it does, it is possible to hit this too thick and roll across the top of that yellow with peel weight. With board weight, it hits a little thick, it might just stay for 1, but this is very makeable. Very makeable double. He only needs to move that yellow stone of 2 or 3 inches, the one out in the wings.
You're talking about hitting about a third. Now, the big question to me is how much will this curl? As I said, some of these interns have curled really hard, and some have stayed straight.
Yeah, he's got the broom well off the rock here, so it needs to curl a little bit with boards. And we haven't seen any under curl here in this spot.
Glen Howard with his final rock in the third end. Looking for another double.
They have to go to get this by.
Just tight right out of his hands.
Oh,
wow.
Just by.
Wow.
But a nose hit.
Misread the ice there. They're puzzled by the ice right now.
I don't think I hooked that.
That curled, man.
That is unbelievable.
That curls there.
It's a tricky spot. Some of them are going, Mark, and some of them hanging straight.
Glen Howard, a nose hit for 1. He's on the board. We're tied at 1 through 3 ends of play.
So if you hit the broom and it curls forward.
Any moment not riding it is a moment you wish you were. Can-Am Spyder. With exclusive Y-frame design and patented vehicle stability system, you've never felt so connected to the road. Discover riding reinvented at canam.erp.com. Ride a Can-Am Spyder now for as low as $249 a month.
In my country, the investment landscape changes continually. At Franklin Templeton, we've been here for decades to see it firsthand.
Our investment insights start on the ground, with local analysts spotting opportunities and risks as they emerge.
When opportunity grows in your backyard, you can see first what others see eventually.
Invest through the eyes of hundreds of local experts worldwide. Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective.
I love this new Chipotle Whopper sandwich.
The caramelized style onions are delicious.
Yeah, and this Chipotle sauce?
It's got a nice kick.
Yeah, woo! It's hot! So, when you said you wanted to spice things up, you meant...
The sandwich.
Now this is weird.
It was weird before.
Spice things up with our new Chipotle sandwiches and wraps. Or cool down with a real fruit smoothie or frappe. Now at Burger King.
The Signature Edition Infiniti G Sedan. Complete with intelligent all-wheel drive, 7-speed transmission, and the performance of a lifetime. Right now, receive incredible offers on the Infiniti G Sedan. Infiniti, inspired performance.
Welcome back to Grand Slam Curling on CBC. The Players' Championship Final. Mike McEwen and Glen Howard are tied at 1 after 3 ends of play. Earlier today, the women's final, and Eve Muirhead of Scotland takes an 8-5 victory from Margareta Sigfridsson of Sweden. For Eve, that's the Players' Championship in a great year, which has also included the World Championship. And here is Eve right now. Boy, what a wonderful year, and what a way to cap it off.
Yeah, like we've had a great season, and we've put a lot of hard work in this season, and to cap it off with the Players' Championship and to get my first Grand Slam under my belt is extra special.
First European rink to win a Grand Slam event. Congratulations on that. But also, this is a little bit different from the World Championships because you face so many top rinks in the same event. Is that a sign of progress as you move into that Olympic year?
Oh, for sure. Someone asked me at the start of the week if I found this event as tough as the World Championship, and I said, oh, definitely. Like, you've got the top 15 teams in the world here, and you know every single game is going to be a tough game, and exactly the same at the Worlds. And for us, I guess, to win the World Championships and get on that high, then kind of go down on a low and then try and get ourselves back up for this was tough. And the first few games, yeah, we struggled, but we managed to kind of scrape through there, and we got in a good routine by the end of the week, and to come out with the championship win was good, and as you say, to top off an extra special season.
Listen, you've spent a long time campaigning in Canada on the road to this. How important has that been in the process to see these best teams week in, week out?
Yeah, it's been huge. I think this was our 5th trip to Canada this year, and the reason we come to Canada is for great competition, great ice conditions, and the great support we get, and that is the reasons we come here. We know we come here for great competition. Yeah, we're not going to win every single game, but you learn how to lose as well as you learn how to win, and I think that's one of the things that's really helped me in the last few years. You come to Canada, you're going to have really tough games, you have some tough losses, but that's kind of helped me through my way, and that's kind of brought me, I think, a better person and a kind of more positive person. So I think all in all, coming to Canada is definitely really high up on our priority list.
Congratulations on a wonderful season, Eve.
Thank you.
Eve Muirhead, the Players' Champion. Mark.
There's the rest of Eve Muirhead's team, the Scottish team, the first women's rink to win the World Championship and the Players' Championship in the same year. And to go with that, a tidy purse, $35,500 to take home.
It's a good weekend's work.
Can we pop that?
Russ Howard, the only men's rink to do that, win the Worlds and the Players' Championship, 93.
You can't say it, you gotta do it. I don't know how, that's your part. I say you fix it. Okay.
So there's a look at what a great year it's been and a great tournament for Eve Muirhead.
Whatever's best. Or that.
Defeating the World Championship silver medalist in that rematch of the World Final and collecting the big money, including the bonus here today.
One thing I'll say about Russ is that's different than Eve's is that Russ's Players' Championship was played before the Briar even. It was a week after a provincials. The only reason I know that, we lost the provincial final on a pick and then had to go play the Players' Championship the weekend after, and our first match was against Russ again. So you know, Russ and Eve made a great point though. After winning a World Championship, to you know, you're just such a high, emotionally you're drained. To come back and win an event like this is very difficult, and congratulations to them for doing so, and I think a little help along the way. I think
they got a lot of help along the way. A lot of help, and I think John Epping said it best when he talks about trying to plan where you would peak in your season, and that's the problem, Mark, is because you're planning to peak at a Canadian Championship, then you got to find some energy to peak again at a World Championship, and then you got to find even more energy to peak here, and that's the problem.
And what a year it's been for the Muirhead family. Eve's little brother is the World Junior Champion.
That's right, yes.
He had it splashed all over a big headline in Scotland, thought he'd taken the upper hand on his sister for bragging rights, and then
I think he still has to win 3 more juniors too to catch her as well.
No kidding.
Anyway, great story with that family. Well, back to the game. First time McEwen's had the hammer here in this game.
And the first time they got some miscues from the front end.
Okay.
Really nice shot there.
Yeah, okay.
That one? Yeah. Not a great spot, but
Glenn's came up here with board.
Okay.
Right? And
hit it right on the nose. Or nose. Yeah, just hit and stay, whatever. Like, yeah. I don't really like that.
No. Nose is good.
Board? Sure. Shit curls for Glen through.
Well, that tap there from McEwen It did free up this hit for Brent Lang, but look at that Yellowstone over on the right side. That is going nowhere.
Yep. No.
So Glen's going to have to kind of be concerned about that stone the entire end here. McEwen looking at making a play on it. He could also
get them
leave
both
it.
rolling in. Yeah, you probably roll both in behind.
There you go. So hitting just a hit and roll on the top one, and the back one should follow.
Or bomb. Yeah.
You get enough room with easy. It looks so easy.
One of the situations where you might see a little kind of a double kiss. The rock's going to be coming back up a little bit.
You got to be just a little bit concerned of how much the back red one.
No, never.
How much contact on it and where it goes as well.
Whoa! No.
Trying to come across the face. It's not happening.
Throw.
Remove one Howard stone.
Just wanted to curl an awful lot more and get towards the center line side.
Yeah, you want to leave it in play? If we knows we're 2, right?
I don't know, whatever.
Whatever. What do you think's best?
It looks like it's off angle to get it out of the house. Yeah. And they're only 5
Whatever you want.
apart.
I like that.
Okay.
Wayne's in that. Just call a shot. I want to throw it.
I think it's mighty nice of them to let Glen make a call.
There you go.
Whoa.
No.
Ah, boy.
Got them both.
Either under or right over, right?
Yeah, either or.
The 2 places to roll to now. You'll see there's 2 red stones left. So hit the one on the left, try to roll in behind the guard, or all the way in front of the shot stone.
Yeah. Like that, we hit it.
No. Close.
Whoa.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Hard. Yep.
Gotta go hard.
Hard.
This is curling.
Right up. Sit. Okay.
Fine.
And they're back to that. Not sure whether those rocks are going to run. Not sure if they're going to take off. Both teams struggling a little bit with spots in the ice.
So this call dictated by Glen Howard, knowing what Mike McEwen will be going to play on his next one. I think again, many less experienced curls will just go over and hit that one in the wings, but McEwen's coming around that guard.
You're right.
Gotta be 8 foot.
Just a ton of room. That's all I'm telling you. Get better.
Gotta be 8
hard, guys.
foot.
Really gotta go. Hard. Come on. You got it. You gotta go.
This is not heavy.
It's got a curl too.
That's good. Good sweeping.
Just got there.
Just got that second shot.
It's not far. That's far. That's too far there.
Dick knows it. He can't nose it.
That's right.
Tack. Okay.
If he can get to the nose, McEwen will be sitting second and third, and if Glen Howard tries to hit it, he will not be second shot stone over the other yellow in the back corner.
Yeah, you know, Savile and Lang, they're so smart. He goes, give us a good shot. He goes, if they knows this, we can't get second. And the deuce is definitely on for McEwen.
You know, he threw a little bit more weight here.
No, we've got a 6-shooter.
Hard, Mike. Go, Mike. Right out.
But Howard stone, I think it just bites the edge of the 12-foot.
Sure what we're doing there.
Well, the worst part was, I said, Jones said it rolled the shooter went out.
And then the hood up because it was light.
Yeah.
I think that's too
It looks out on the overhead.
I think if you throw nice and square.
Yeah, it shouldn't come into play at this point, but unless we get a mistake from Glen Howard here.
What did 4.5? He said he threw 5.
He threw 5 and a bit even, yeah.
Looks out.
Right to top 4. Top 8.
If the line's good, they could probably come right into the full 8. I think McEwen's going to be forced to play shot stone and try to roll underneath.
More than Wayne.
Where's it?
Good. It's good there.
Good line. Clean it.
Weight's there. On its own.
Oh, Brent.
Line's real good.
Whoa.
Line's perfect.
It's heavy.
Line's perfect.
Not much heavy, though.
Line's
Coming
perfect.
down.
Whoa.
Coming down.
Line's perfect.
I think the line's good.
Still. Easy.
In turn, quiet tap might be available.
No double?
Oh, no.
No double, but just a little tap and roll.
Just rub it and roll to here.
Sit there.
Just like this kind of weight, right?
And even if he able to get over and bump it back a foot and lie second shot half buried, would be pretty good.
That'd be real good.
The only question is they have not been playing this turn all in. They've been playing the out turn.
Draw the buttons that you're throwing there, or like.
So in turn tap. You said just throw enough weight where the shooter will feather over into this area. I think that even if you nose it or get close to nose and move this stone back would also be pretty good. So just get it into that button area and a lot of good things can happen. What he doesn't want to do is bump that pretty far and then roll, leaving Glen an easy pick.
Throws that back button, back 4 weight. He should be fine.
A lot of good things can happen here, yes.
Make your boot up, BJ.
Yeah, the weight's got to be pretty bang on.
Yeah.
You're shooting for back 8?
Yeah.
So everybody knows what he's shooting for. The question is what this spot might do.
Yeah, we've seen this during the week. Run, and once it starts to go, it'll go. But
And
it
the
takes
weight
its time.
weight comes off of it. So it's a tricky.
Whoa.
Just for weight.
Just for line. Weight's good.
Room.
The line looks really good, actually.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Hard.
They lost it.
Got to get it by that guard.
Oh, that pick.
Oh.
Keep it going. Hard. Go. Okay.
So left himself a slash double. That's the only good news.
For sure. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he has the hole too. The hole. Right? Can't leave in the hole either.
You like something different? You like the same shot? Freeze?
That would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it?
If you ever cocked it on this side.
Hey?
If you ever got it on this side, I know it's hard.
It's not there, but
You got by the guard pretty tight, did we not?
I'll call timeout.
No,
That's
we got.
fine.
You want to call timeout?
Call timeout, yeah.
All right.
Time out.
Time. I can peel it.
Oh,
which
no.
is not good.
Easy one.
Easy one.
We definitely want to make
perfect
something
world
that's
would be
steel.
like there.
But this shot is only like a half.
No, but I mean, but there.
Yeah.
So it takes away the hole.
What does he play? He probably has to play this.
You think he plays his hole, Wayne?
I think he plays the run for 2. No matter where you put this one.
No, like if we throw right here, you think he plays the hole?
If there's a hole there, he's playing it. For sure. It's big for 3.
It's just, I could hit and roll off that. It's at 3. And if he runs this, that takes the shooter
We're
out of
going
play.
to sit 3.
I'd rather
why
go
not do
around.
this?
Okay.
Like, what if we hang it here? Is that bad?
Same thing. I just well, that's going to be hard to get all of them in it.
Yeah.
He
Well,
runs
it's
it in
impossible.
this
If he has to hit the top one first, he's never sticking that one.
Yeah.
And he can't whip it anyways.
If out wide is okay, I think that's a shot.
And if he
I think that's
just
what's
misses,
gonna end
it's
up.
2 steel.
He's just tapping that, right?
That's what he's going to play.
What's that?
Let's put it there.
Put it here?
Yep.
That's really there, that through the hole?
Not with weight. What do you want to guard? The guard, he probably plays this straight back for. Nah, maybe not. It's
You
not
don't want to
even
give him a shot for 2, that's all.
No, but against the 2 steel straight back.
He almost hits it too much. Like, I don't
like-
think it's there for multiple.
Not bad. It's right up
No,
there.
it's not. He hits the yellow to hit it thin enough.
Can I guard it up? Let him that run?
If that's
I
what
don't
he's
mind
gonna play.
going around too.
What else is he going to play? I think actually take away the easier one. We go in here, then he just has this tap.
Okay.
Any kind of weight high, he probably
Right there.
scores.
How do you guard it?
I agree.
How?
Out turn?
Out turn.
Just outside 4 or something?
No more than edge.
There?
So you've
Where you going,
elected
halfway?
to leave the
Halfway?
port.
Like this, is it?
Yeah, I think it was.
It's a good conversation about let's leave him the hardest shot for him to make.
Wayne seems to be a little concerned that there's a port between the red and the yellow. Just a little thin double for 3. So ideally they'd like to just close that off a bit, but that's such a tough shot.
It is a very
The easiest shot's the yellow raise,
Yeah.
for sure.
And that's why they've elected to throw this guard, is to take away the yellow rays because it's the easiest of all the shots.
Lots of line right now. Line's good. Clean it. Clean it.
So Howard with his last drop here in the 4th end.
Get over bend. Get over bend. Get over bend.
So the port will be there.
He's guarded the outside of the yellow, though, which is fine. Or has he? He hasn't.
That is
he has not.
over-curled.
Out-turn tap is there for sure on the yellow.
Took away the raise anyway. With the intern.
With the intern, yeah. You heard Savalang with the intern.
Tape of the guard, you're already hitting too much of the one anyway.
Where the hell did he put? You're getting 2 for sure. Yeah. You can't hit too much and go over top.
Don't have to whip it.
Looking at the double
No,
for
I don't
3.
Think you throw it, I think you throw it firm at most.
I was thinking normal.
Never get shot, I guess. Normal's good. Normal, this will go far enough, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Normal weight.
So they are looking at that shot Wayne was concerned about.
On the center, we'll get some.
Cut a bit, right?
Yeah,
you
well,
need to hit
straight on the
well,
side of the line.
if you hit the port, you're going to make it. But
we should at least get a rock move.
There might be a half-inch gap on the other side. It's a tiny port.
And we should not be surprised to see Mike McEwen call this. They are very gutsy. If they have a chance to get a multiple score, they will always play it. They're not a team that's going to play safe.
This is good.
So Mike McEwen with the hammer for the first time in this final.
Sorry, Mark. This is a very, very tough port to throw with some weight and only hit up just an inch of that top red stone.
Well, the good news is if you make the port, you're only going to hit an inch. That's the good news. So it's but it's so tough, so tough. What, you got a half-inch gap there, Joan? You think?
Maybe.
Yeah.
McEwen with a very difficult shot and a chance for 3.
Whoa.
Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa!
Calls the friend on off it.
Curl! Go, BJ, go! Go!
More. Wow.
No.
Got away with it. That was such a small port. Held him to 1, though. So close, he says.
So McEwen comes up short in that 4th end as Howard gets a steal of 1 and has the lead by 1 through 4 ends.
Innovation. At Mazda, it's what drives us. It's in everything from our breakthrough design to our revolutionary Skyactiv technology. And it's in vehicles like the Mazda 3, winner of the 2013 AJAC Award for Best New Small Car. It delivers exceptional fuel economy with uncompromised performance. And it's a 2013 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Drive one today. Mazda.
You do your thing, leave the rest to us. Ramada Worldwide.
Book now at ramada.ca to get our best rate guaranteed and earn Wyndham Rewards points.
At Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we know hockey fans are different.
Because hockey fans don't just wear their loyalty on their sleeves. They wear it all over.
At Enterprise, we're proud to be an official sponsor of the NHL.
So whether you're all about Vancouver or St. Louis or Philadelphia or coaching tomorrow's NHL stars,
We'll get you on your way to the game you love.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
All we had was gruel. It tasted worse than it sounds.
My job wasn't to bring home the bacon. No. My job was to bring home a 9-ton woolly mammoth.
You thought the plague was hard. Try the bread.
Introducing the Pizza Burger from Boston Pizza. It's a bacon burger wrapped in a pepperoni pizza.
Eat one for me.
Eat one for me.
Eat one for me! Eat one for all those who couldn't.
You do your thing, leave the rest to us. Ramada Worldwide.
Book now at ramada.ca to get our best rate guaranteed and earn Wyndham Rewards points.
The luxurious new RLX from Acura. When man and machine connect, the extraordinary happens.
Welcome back to the Mattamy Athletic Center and CBC's coverage of the Grand Slam of Curling, the Players' Championship final. After 4 ends of play, 2-1 for Glen Howard over Mike McEwen. Here's Glen. Steals are happening. It's tight. Are you worried about risky shots at all out there today?
You know what? The ice is a little bit tricky today. There's a couple spots you really got to be careful of, and but we're both trying to go at it here, and a couple of misses are causing the steals, and I don't care. We're up 1.
You had talked at the outset about respect for McEwen and his team. You've seen that develop throughout the season?
I've seen it for 3-4 years now. They're an up-and-coming team. They're the top 2 or 3 in the world, without a doubt, in my opinion. And they show it. Every weekend they're in the playoffs or in the finals. They're winning spiels, and they are a great curling team.
Good luck in your tangle with them today, Glen.
Thanks, Scott.
Glen Howard. Now back to Mark, Joan, and Mike.
Well, Scott, this final is turning out to be a terrific match between McEwen and Howard. Both heavyweights being asked to make precision shots, pressure-packed shots, especially Mike McEwen. He got a steal of 1 in the first, and in that second end, Joan, he's facing a possible 3 for Howard if he doesn't make his second shot.
And it's got to be a precision hit. But the thing is that he tried to throw it on his first one, missed it in the exact same spot, a slight miss by Glen Howard to stay right there. So Mike McEwen has to make this double, and he's got no room for error. Sticks the second and sticks frozen on that back rod. A perfect shot.
And then we go to the 4th end, and this is the first time in this final that McEwen has the hammer, and another very tough shot, Mike, with a chance for 3 if he makes it.
It was extremely difficult. He actually had a chance on his first one to get, a little bit of an advantage, and missed it, but left himself a very, very difficult shot through a port. And as Mike comes out, you see the 2 reds. If he gets between the yellow and the red guard on the center line, it will be 4-3. And you watch the guys get on this pretty early. Just gets by, hits a half an inch of that top one. That port was extremely tight, but huge momentum point for Glen Howard. Glen had a chance for the 3 in that second end, but save from McEwen. But McEwen now down 1 going into the second half of the game.
So many rocks in play in the first 4 ends. The score just 2-1 in favor of Glen Howard. A steal for each of them. Incredibly for McEwen, that's just the second steal he's given up in this entire championship.
He's played very well, obviously, and both teams coming in, they said the only loss was to Glen Howard in the round robin. There's nothing to choose between these 2 teams. Looking forward to the second half.
We heard Glen tell Scott, Joan, that they're not sure of this ice. We've seen that through the first half. How do you expect the second half to play out?
Well, you know that they're going to put some rocks in play. Both teams are very, very good at that freeze game coming into the middle. You're right, though. In those in-between weight shots, we're going to have to wait and see. Sometimes they're running and sometimes they're curling. It makes for great viewing for the fans at home.
Glen Howard up 2-1 over Mike McEwen through 4 ends of play of the Men's Tournament Players' Championship. We're right back with more from Toronto after this.
This is my Altima. It's about making my way in the world. My sense of value. This is my Nissan.
This is my Sentra. It's about staying connected to my world without compromise. This is my Nissan.
This is my Pathfinder. It's about being practical and still being able to have fun.
Now you can go farther while using less. This is your Nissan.
We know you just can't cut corners. If you want to pick them, we know soccer. And the Umbro gear that's right for you. At Source for Sports, we know our stuff.
Introducing Quiznos Chicken Sub Guarantee. Try any one of our perfectly toasted chicken subs like the Chicken Milano. If you don't think it's the best chicken sub around, you get your money back. The Chicken Sub Guarantee, only at Quiznos.
What do you call a machine that combines precision-engineered handling, industry-leading power, and a rider-focused design? We call it a Can-Am. From the essentials to fully loaded, you'll find that same combination in every ATV and side-by-side we build. And right now, get your own for as low as $159 a month. Can-Am, the ride says it all.
Wow, Frank, what do you got, gophers or something?
No, I have dandelions. Terrible dandelions messing up my Saturday.
Yeah, looks bad. You really should use Weed Be Gone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Scott's EcoSense Weed Be Gone gets right inside the cell structure of weeds. Just spray to the point of runoff. Weeds turn black, disappear, and your grass comes back green.
I sort of miss the holes.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Scott's EcoSense Weed Be Gone, now available in a concentrate for large problem areas.
A fee for changing plans? Seriously?
And of course, no charge for the changes.
Oh, great.
Hey. Hi.
Oh. Change your plan as often as you want. Free. One of 4 smartphone freedom advantages. Only with Rogers.
Welcome back to Championship Curling on CBC. You know, spring's a little late in arriving in Toronto. It's chilly out there, and it's chilly in the ice house, the Mattamy Athletic Center for the Players' Championship. And there's a frost developing between Glen Howard and Mike McEwen. Glen's got a 2-1 lead after 4 ends. Here's Mike. Listen, we talked about this yesterday. You love to play on Sunday. 7 times this season you've been in the final. What's the key to sealing the deal?
Well, you know, despite what happened that last end, we've still, you know, we got a chance to turn around the hammer. And so we're liking our position. And if we can play a good back half, we'll be in good shape.
What about the ice? Are both teams struggling with how it's running?
Yeah, we both put a bit of we both got ourselves in trouble a couple of times because we got fooled, and a couple of spots are a little straighter than we've seen all week. So yeah, there's been the odd miss that's made some things pretty interesting.
Well, good luck with it the rest of the way, Mike.
Thanks very much.
Mike McEwen. Now let's go back up to Mark, Joan, and Mike.
Thank you, Scott. Straight ahead to the 5th end of this 8-end men's final. Mike McEwen seeking his first Players' Championship title and his 4th slam victory. And Glen Howard looking to win this event for the 2nd time.
That's what he said.
The winner in 2008. Both men asking of their teams precision shots, lots of rocks in play, but the uncertainty of the ice is what makes it very interesting from here forward.
Well, it is, and sometimes you know you learn how to make shots on a certain sheet of ice when it curls a lot. You know your tolerance is to be wide of the broom, for example, to make sure you give it a chance. And what happens in every once in a while when one runs straight is then that plays with that tolerance factor. And so that's happened a couple of times. I think these guys are so good at adjusting to what they think that the ice is doing. All 4 players will talk about it and give input. I think the key is to be true to how you threw a rock, whether you were inside of the broom, whether you popped it, that sort of thing, so that everybody can figure out where to put the broom.
Can't touch it, Mike.
It's halfway, 2.5.
Interesting to hear Mike say that despite the fact that they just gave up a steal, they feel that they are in complete control of this game. You know, 1 down with, and they have an opportunity, except for your, of course, playing against Glen Howard, who tends to take away all your chances.
Well, again, you go back to the beginning of the game where Howard had the hammer. You know, they kind of anticipated being 1 down with the hammer a lot. And you know, they're okay. They're in decent shape. They had a chance for 2 or 3 there. Very tough one. But they've also had their moments where they've escaped, and we showed that too in the 2nd end. Ended up blanking that end, but they've played a pretty solid game all in all.
Right over curl.
And Craig Saville at 91% so far.
Line's good.
Just getting back to the ice point, you know, we talked about what you're used to all week long, and the problem is when you're playing a very, very good opponent, like both of these teams are, when you do have that little half miss early in the end because of a misread on the ice, it can cost you, and that's the scary part. When you do make a mistake like that, you might end up paying the price with a deuce.
Go back here.
Exactly.
Just back 8.
Back 8.
Mark Shurik of Stonewall, Manitoba, has done a terrific job with the ice this week, along with his assistant John Wall from Renfrew, Ontario. They were telling me earlier in the week that with this 100-foot dome ceiling, a lot of warm air gets collected there, and they have to keep the air systems moving, the air here in the Mattamy Athletic Center.
Yes, and you know, and the floor is obviously state of the art. It's a new ice plant, so he's been very happy with that. Trying to roll the corner, trying to roll in.
Go, 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 go.
It's good. Bud.
Left
Shot.
Double corner.
Tight one and roll in?
Yeah, I think so.
There's the big dome, the way it was when the Maple Leafs played in this Canadian landmark, 100 feet from the ice to the top of the dome. And we're on the 3rd story of what used to be Maple Leaf Gardens.
He's got to come up a bit.
There's Mark.
I think so.
From Stonewall.
Are you cheering for me? I figure you're going to throw wide.
I can tell you, Mark's enjoying today. This is his last day of work for a couple of months. He said, "You get the." He goes, "I hate curling by this time of year." I've been in more arenas and curling clubs over the last 8 months, and looking forward to a well-deserved break. But anyway, when we talk about straight ice, I mean, it's relative. I mean, it's only curling 4 feet instead of 4.5, and he's been doing a great job with the Grand Slam series ever since the 4 events as they are now began.
And he said it hasn't been a problem. Mark Shirk was saying this, having the ice 3 stories high, because you've got heated facilities underneath, right? We've got a fitness center, weight room. There's a Loblaws on the main floor.
As I said, it's all state of the art. All the equipment in here. So he's been very happy.
Even right over.
They didn't save the old ventilation system from the gardens, I don't think, which is good.
That's a good thing.
Probably a good thing,
You don't
yes.
like inside out?
All the tarps that used to hang from the ceiling to try to make the music sound decent in this building when they had rock concerts.
What do you think? I don't
Maybe
think
stop a few leaks too.
Okay. This will probably
A $78 million makeover for this new Mattamy Athletic Center.
A little firmer, a little firmer.
Brent Lang is just going to remove this one Yellowstone belonging to McEwen. Would like to stick around, though.
Running really straight.
Curl it all. Right out.
I think that one just had a little bit more weight.
That ran totally different.
Yeah, it's pretty straight.
Hey, really straight.
Okay,
So they're still trying to figure out this ice.
Probably normal.
Okay. Trying to roll behind the corner. And we've talked about this. Is kind of a going trend here now. The 5th end, teams aren't that concerned about scoring.
Throw easy.
When they're 1 down. They'll take their chances with hammer and 6 and hammer and 8 in theory.
Yes, I agree.
So he'll take the deuce if he can get it, but he's not going to take a lot of chances to get there.
Hence this call, which is the hit instead of a draw behind one of the corners.
Hard.
Right, 6th end, he's going around the corner guard and leaving that one alone.
That's right.
Okay, you're fine.
Great shot.
Normal.
You can see the difference in the personalities between the 2 teams. We've said watching Howard's team many times, there's always going to be a chuckle. They're going to make fun of each other. They're all going to give input. Whereas the McEwen team, very serious. You know, they're going to chuckle here and there, but they're not going to go out of their way to you know, have the big belly laugh. That's for sure.
It's got to be pretty funny for them, for them to laugh.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that
No,
either.
totally. They're again personality types, right? They're in sync together.
I mean, that's the interesting thing about the Howard rink. It's all business, but it's also about recreation. When you think that Wayne and Glen have curled recreationally on Tuesday nights for what, 16 years with their wives?
Yeah, they're actually they just won their major league. They're pretty proud. I know the Tuesday night league with Judy and Sherry.
Yeah.
They're only playing recreationally so that their wives will let them go play.
There you go.
Okay, we got that straight.
It's a means to an end.
You want to go here? No. He'll go around the other corner.
When they're not curling, they're out on their skidoos.
Yeah.
It's a great friendship.
Sit. No. No. Easy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Easy.
He just came up.
No.
Whoa, whoa.
Roll right
Whoa,
up.
off! Off!
Gonna roll a hair. Okay, that's all right. That's fine.
Madaw has been money so far
Hello,
today.
Wes.
Good try.
Thanks.
Easy.
Oh, important game. I guess I'll try here. That's kind of the way. That's the feeling you get with Wayne when you watch him play. It's like, okay, what are we playing for? Okay,
A little more.
I'll be grinding it out here.
Hey, it's not Tuesday
I think
night,
this
Wayne.
should hold.
Well, you know, it's funny though. Just to go back to that point, when I was in the club where they curl up at Penetang, and said luck on the board, and they were middle of the field somewhere, nowhere near the top till the playoffs came around. Okay.
Yeah.
Grind it out and end up winning their major league.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep.
Bit of a discussion here where to put the broom down.
Hard.
Again, that as you said, Mark, a little bit of guessing. Is this in the right spot? And it was for that one.
Well, you know, they could have just doubled the two reds off as well, which would have been a much simpler shot.
Same inch as normal?
Yeah.
So
It's
now,
not shot already.
now we're looking for the blank for
Now
sure.
you can roll Barry, because he can already go around the corner.
I think at this stage, I don't think he's going around the corner.
Well, then he's going to get the blank for sure. Yeah. We can roll buried now, Wayne. You're already not. And you can chase around this corner.
You don't like that, eh?
Okay, and just give him the blank. It's fine. Okay.
A lot of cooks in that kitchen.
Kidding.
They act like they are three skips because there is so much input. I'm not saying they have a great way of deciding ties and what shot they're going to make.
Throw. Pass. You can roll in the next one.
We'll probably roll this one and still be in the
No,
range. Just knows it's fine. It's close to being, if it comes up a bit, it might not be in. So.
Yeah. No, weight's good.
Okay.
Hit it right on the nose, and they should be just on the rings.
Normal weight.
They need to be on the rings. It's important. If they're not, Glen will go around the corner, got to be forced to one.
Sweep out of my ankle. I thought it was the same path as yours was at Comaton.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Good.
Not sure if he's on or not.
If it's on, it's perfect. If it's off, it's dead.
I think it is on it just the way
At least normal.
Wayne made a motion to hit and roll.
Yep. Let's give her a go.
Mm. 12 foot there, partner. Yeah. Kind of weight.
Oh, there you
a little
go.
more than the last one.
Just stayed on the rings.
G.Howard with his final stone here in the fifth end.
Whoa. No.
Come on.
Anything, Langer. Might
Anything?
get right out of it.
The nose hit.
And the easy blank now for Mike McEwen. And as Mike suggested at the beginning of this end, the sixth end is where he'll really make his move. Take some chances to try to count a deuce.
So McEwen with his final rock here in the fifth end. To blanket.
The blank there.
Yeah.
Is that straight?
The second blank end of this 1-point final. So McEwen blanks the end, holds the hammer, going to 6, trailing 2-1 in the Players' Championship from Toronto.
Anything that I can do, you top mine 1,000 times. That don't mean I'm gonna stop trying to get better. And in the end I won't be blue, 'cause I know I found a friend in you.
The new Toyota RAV4. Let's play.
Embrace your past, but live for now.
How does an investment manager build portfolios to stand the test of time? At Franklin Templeton, decades of investing through every kind of market has taught us to manage risk as vigilantly as we seek reward. This solid approach has made us one of Canada's leading managers. Franklin Templeton Investments, offering specialized global and domestic investment expertise through Franklin, Templeton, Mutual Series, and Bissett. Gain from our perspective.
I love this new Chipotle Whopper sandwich.
The caramelized style onions are delicious.
Yeah, and this Chipotle sauce?
It's got a nice kick.
Yeah, woo! It's hot. So, when you said you wanted to spice things up, you meant...
The sandwich.
Now this is weird.
It was weird before.
Spice things up with our new Chipotle sandwiches and wraps. Or cool down with a real fruit smoothie or frappe. Now at Burger King.
Being in business for yourself means that you have to save money wherever you can. I am Armand Ardila, and I created BuyMyFirst.ca.
Every day, millions of business owners count on Vistaprint.ca to promote their business easily and affordably.
I've always been very impressed by the quality of the product that I get from Vistaprint. I think I've used just about every product they make, and they don't even take part of my profit, so that's great.
250 cards, $10. Order today and get free shipping at Vistaprint.ca.
Oh, the boats are out. Glen Howard 2-1 over Mike McEwen, Players Championship, the Grand Slam of curling in Toronto. You know, there's a lot of history in this building. Maple Leaf Gardens opened November 12, 1931. It was built in 6 months at a cost of $1.5 million. Toronto Sports and Entertainment Temple. Leafs played their last game here February 13th in 1999. And in 2009, the facelift began. $78 million to refurbish the gardens, and it was turned into the state-of-the-art Mattamy Athletic Center, home to the Ryerson University Rams. It's a new name, but an old story, and it will be the Gardens forevermore. Mark?
Scott to the sixth end. 2-1 Howard. McEwen with the hammer, and the score belies the excitement of this final.
I'm looking forward to this end. I think this is the potential for a turning point, one way or the other. Mike McEwen's team would love to get a deuce.
Pretty close. Yep. Come on, guys. Yep. Go, Ryan, go.
There's another guard, and there'll be some rocks in play here. Here comes a freeze, I guess.
You bet.
I don't mind the end. Yeah.
Well, this event decided the sixth and final direct berth to the Olympic trials coming up in December. You can see that Howard and McEwen have their berths. John Epping got that sixth berth after Brad Jacobs was defeated by Howard last night in the semifinals. So Jacobs and Brad Gushu is in the hunt for that sixth direct berth. They will go to the pre-trials, which will be held in Kitchener in November. 12 rinks, triple knockout, and a playoff to get 2 spots in the trials.
And, you know, interesting in social media, I was reading in Twitter this morning, how is it that your Canadian champion doesn't have a spot in those trials? John Epping won the 2-year race to get in, and Jacobs just came short in the 1-year race to get in. So he kind of, you got to remember, Brad Jacobs it's a brand new team with Ryan Fry playing third there, and Epping won the Players last year, won 4 or 5 other Spiels over the last 2 seasons. So his consistency over 2 years is what got him in.
Well, Jacobs lost 2 races, and that is the 1-year race to Kevin Cooey, and the 2-year race was actually won by Mike McEwen, and the second runner-up spot by John Epping.
Right, so he came 3rd in the 2-year, and he came 2nd in the 1-year.
Yep.
Just that much off.
Hardly complicated.
He's freezing no matter what we do. We roll away, freeze.
Well, it's such a breakout year for Jacobs. He wasn't even part of the equation a month before the Brier. He was 80 or 90 points behind and ran the tables to win his Brier. But should be good for the field at the pre-trials. I should bring some good crowds out and be in a very exciting event.
It's really interesting on our sheet here. It's actually a missed shot by Denny Neufeld, that little flop outside yellow stone, and it caused this big discussion between Brent Lang and Glen Howard of what to do with that miss.
Close. Little solid. Heavy. Close. Little solid. Close. Stay close. Close. Whoa. No. Whoa. No. Whoa. Right up. No. Wait. Tack. No. Whoa. Not bad. It's not bad. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Very nice little roll inside.
Very nice. So after all that discussion, what to do with this miss, they made the most of it.
Let me see one more phrase. They said we saw last end a little more conservative play, but.
Well, no, I don't really like it.
Okay.
I mean, you put it here, really good.
Okay.
Okay, Matty, here we go.
That's the good news. The bad news is don't put it there, and it's not very good. Like, there is only one spot, a couple of feet, where this shot would be very good.
They can't afford to roll off like
That's
they did.
right.
As long as they don't roll off, they're not in too bad a shape. But big shot.
Whoa. I think you're there for weight. Hard line. Line's good. Hard line. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Line's good.
Weight's nice.
Whoa. Line's good. Line's good. No bounce if you can. Just weld it in there.
Oh, nice looking shot.
Yep. Go.
Beauty.
Shot. Perfect shot for Matt Wozniak, the mortgage broker from Winnipeg.
That is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Just once it really starts to curl at the end here, the guys will take it. It had to get over to the left stone. There it goes. Beautiful.
Hard. Should be really close. Whoa. Line's okay.
Weight's
close.
good.
Weight's real good. Line's
Weight's
okay.
good.
Whoa.
Weight's
Room.
good.
Whoa. Room, no bounce.
Whoa.
Off, Wayne. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Heavy's not good. Want to at least make a little contact with the yellow.
No. Good.
They don't.
And the sweeper. Sweeper, perfect.
That rock's straight.
Even if I got
Run it back, just cross it a hair. Be in.
If I got or this.
I mean, we're gonna be only third.
We make this. Both these start moving. You got enough to make it.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay. If we run the guard on the nose and will our yellows stay on top of their red as it is, and 2 will leave? Well, you want to run right to here. Yes. Yeah, it's really good.
They all go.
You could probably spin their red up and out. Yeah. Yeah, I like that better. It's almost dead nose.
Yeah.
Okay, Matty, here.
Like the in or the out? Out.
There's the Swedish rink. Margarita Sigurdsson, runner-up to Eve Muirhead, here as they were at the World Championships.
Close. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Close.
Whoa.
That's awful, actually.
That's brutal.
Agreed.
That was a sweep call by Mike McEwen himself.
I really didn't understand that call at all.
I didn't like it either. They liked it, but I was sitting here going, really?
Can't he just go in, turn, and And hit. You can't hit anything on the out. It's almost on the yellow one, I think.
He's trying to he was trying to hit the two reds on the right-hand side that are frozen together and missed.
The problem is his yellow is now exposed. And I would say don't expose. They can take it out. Before with that red behind it, there was no way to get rid of it. Now he's got a problem.
But that's not what he was trying to run it into. He was trying to leave those two and hit the other two on the other side.
And would he miss it by half an inch and he's dead?
Yes.
You know, it's one of those. It was not a big miss.
Okay, well, line's perfect.
Wait's there. Wait's there.
It's not quite there. Curl a hair. It's real close, though. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Yep. Pretty good. Good shot. Good shot.
Wow.
Great touch in this end.
Wow. Hey?
Wow.
Run this to here. That'd be good too.
That would be good. Very, very exact, though.
Try not this. That's.
That was my first thought, was to nut the yellow onto the red they just threw.
Well, this is bye-bye.
Well, I don't.
You're gonna like it's just gonna. I don't even know if you kill that then.
Original call was this one. Problem is if you ever glanced
Okay, well,
or
this one,
original one if you want.
the
These
yellow
two don't
flies
get
out of there.
killed. I think you got to make it to here.
Okay.
I said if you don't, you got a problem.
Yes, I agree.
You clip either one of those two reds on the center line, and Howard could be laying
Like
3 or 4.
So it's basically the same run back that Matt Wozniak tried.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, and even if you make the shot you're calling, I'm not sure how good it is. This is close, though. Needs to curl. Yeah.
Come on.
It's a good shot.
Got it.
Sorry, Glenn.
Well,
Dancing around it.
when he says good shot, it opened up the 4-foot. He has a chance to score at least.
Being perfect.
Curls a hair more.
So he clipped the second red stone, not the top one.
It was tough to do.
You wanted to just make it past that to those other two red, and it would have been perfect.
3/4 open.
Better than what it was.
Not bad. If you make something here, like that, Winter.
Just watch McEwen's feet. He dances all around these.
So we're just top 12. Yep. Same speed.
Kind of guarding that back one.
You heard the sigh from McEwen before that rock was thrown. It's just indicative of the great pressure in this match.
They did it to themselves, though. I mean, they didn't need to play that shot on their first one. Got themselves into trouble. The run back just complicated things by removing that red. So I hate making shots for your opponents.
Yes.
Don't stagger a top one.
It's there. It's there. It's top 12. It's top 12. Get it past it.
Whoa, no inside wall yet.
Didn't want to stagger the top two. Wanted to leave themselves a little raise.
Can we get all 4 of them?
That's pretty good, right?
Hey, Wayne, can you get all 4 of them? Get 3 maybe.
Tough.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't really see anything else.
If that's there, that's great.
Even if you might jam it.
Well, we got to
What else
open
are you
that
gonna do?
situation up anyways. Right?
Yeah,
Mike needs 2 paths into the 4-foot. If you can double off
Might
the
be able
top
to get
2.
it spinning up and out.
There you go.
Okay.
Get rid of those 2. He's got an
Trying to
out turn
get like
and an
half,
in turn into
or-
the button. Give himself a chance at least.
Thicker than that.
Yeah, it should go. Half's close.
Okay.
It's a great situation for Howard. This even if this triple was made, he'd be drawing into lie 2 again.
And the force is on. The other red is dead buried behind a corner guard. No way to remove it. So the blank is out of the equation.
No.
B.J. Neufeld called upon for a second big shot.
Spin up.
Good.
He gets 2.
That's all he could do. All he could do. So the good news for McEwen, he's got 2 ways in. Yeah, you hear him say we can come off that. That's good.
It's going to be.
You give him that. Top 4.
Yeah, but it's okay. You're here. He makes it. His is wide open.
Because he can't go top 8. He'll go around it.
Still got the force. Okay.
It's top 4. Top 4?
Yep. Top of the button is better.
On the button? Top button?
Yeah.
So up to the sweep. And the reason Wayne's saying top 4 leaves a more natural double off the one on the outside. Top button's a little thinner.
Over buried, like if it's coming out the other side where the double stays buried, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. We'll keep telling you the weight. a pinch more, Wayne.
More.
Speed's the same.
Speed's the same. It's lots.
Wayne just kind of wiggled the broom that time. So give me that's lots of ice.
Is that the trick?
Yeah, just wiggle it.
A visual perception
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Mine's good.
They're just
good
keeping
right
it
now.
clean, waiting for the break.
There yet? You. It's not on the button yet, is it?
Yeah. Right here.
Easy. Yep.
Hard. Right here. Right to my broom.
Yep.
Right to my
Hard.
broom.
Easy.
Right to my broom. Right to my broom. Full
Easy.
four. Full four. Shot, Glenn.
Good shot.
Nice job.
It's just right where they wanted it.
Good shot.
Good. It's a shot. I think so.
Mike just wants to throw this back 4.
Just enough to push it to here.
There you go.
I think.
Yep.
Hey, Glen came well by the guard.
Yep. Gonna get to the face and tap it to the
he
back.
was pretty good. He was about here, but it's all very late, right? Yeah. It's probably pretty close.
Yeah.
Mike talking
Very
about the
similar to
swing.
the shot he threw in the 4th end. Sorry, Mark.
I was saying, Mike, talking about the swing being very late
Yeah.
on this ice.
On this turn, in this spot, they feel that the break doesn't come until after the hog line on a draw shot. So he is throwing a heavy draw, back 4, back 8 kind of weight. You know that curl's not going to come until very late.
He has to miss a guard by an inch or two to actually get to nose, though. This is a fairly difficult shot with the weight he's throwing.
Maybe just a hair more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Okay, here we go, Mike.
Mike McEwen with his first shot here in the 6th.
Whoa, guys.
Every one this afternoon has been of consequence.
Lots.
Back 12 is more weight than what they wanted.
He's got a curl to get a piece.
Bumps it right on the button.
Too much weight.
Big trouble now.
Heavy. That went through the rings after
Yes.
making contact.
Yeah.
He wanted about 6 feet too much.
He's going to draw the intern today.
Yeah, right.
So do you try and make it with the intern today?
Exact same shot I just threw. Absolutely identical.
Yeah, I think you got to throw the outturn at least.
Do you?
Yeah, at least. So if it hangs
Oh,
out a bit,
yeah.
you're still dead guard this. You don't want to hang out on that, right? Where did I throw mine?
Right there.
Yeah. Okay, so
Speed over
really
here.
frozen just a hair across
Yeah.
the face. Even if you dead freeze, I know.
Yeah, it's pretty good because then you can't.
Just through.
What a great opportunity for Howard's team.
3/4 of the 8 foot?
Try not to jump again.
Yeah, like if we did this full 8.
Just harder to get there with the outturn, but
It's the same line you had 2 ends ago,
yeah,
though.
yeah. Actually, dead frozen is pretty sweet too. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
we'll keep
same,
talking about the
same
weight.
speed over here.
So anywhere frozen is good. Either
same
corner
speed.
frozen on the center line side, which would be buried, or dead on the nose where McEwen can't blast it because the shooter rolls out and steal it too. So he's going to be forced to the wide intern draw to the side of the button.
And the thinking here with Madaw, we've got to take this turn just in case if you were short, you're guarding this and still making a difficult draw for McEwen.
Yes, line!
Keep it straight.
Hard!
Top button.
Hard line!
Top button.
Hard line, you got to get
Front
to the
end
button.
working this
You
one.
got to get it here.
Right to the rings.
You got to be
There,
right
there.
Okay, you got to take, yep, so you can't just nose it.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Wow. Over curled. I think there's a shot from McEwen with the outturn to tap that back.
It really was going early.
Oh, hit the room through real good.
There's room to score, I think.
Oh, is that close?
Definitely. On the nose, he scores 1.
Sure. So just to follow him down.
Back line tap. Massive point.
It's a little less than half of 8 foot for.
It's a bit of a missed opportunity for
They can hold it
Glen
as it
Howard.
gets close to the center.
Yeah, I said even top 12
start
forcing
to
the intern draw to the side of the button would have been tougher than this, for sure.
Yeah.
Glen Howard's
Trying to give it
really
away this time. Yeah.
curled.
Kind of weight are we throwing?
Back 8.
Okay.
To throw back 8, McEwen will have to take some speed off of the last draw he just threw.
Can't afford to glance off the one Glen threw, though. It'll be a steal of 2, or 1 for sure, maybe 2.
Does not make any sense to me.
So Glen Howard has given Mike McEwen an opportunity here.
Yeah, I would not hit this at the start.
McEwen was last rock in the 6th, facing 4. Howard Stones. A chance to get one.
Needs to have better weight this time than he had in his last.
And it's a question of whether the broom is in the right spot for the amount of curl he's going to get out of the stone.
Go then. Hard, 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 hard.
This is really tight.
Whoa, guys! Whoa! Sweepers are worried about
looks good.
the weight that he threw.
Hard! Hard! It up! Hard!
Looks good.
Through the gap to tap that Howard Stone.
Very nice.
For one. With a bite of the button.
Good shot, Mike.
And Mike McEwen has tied this final at 2.
A really ugly end for McEwen's team. Got a chance to make the most of it and got it perfect.
Yeah, that could have got a little bit messy down there. But as it turns out, Glen's rock over curling, leaving McEwen the tap was a good thing.
So the McEwen rink salvages a point in the 6th end. We're tied at 2, and now here's Scott with BJ Neufeld.
Thanks, Mark. Hey, BJ, as they were saying upstairs, that was a bit of an ugly way to get one in that end. Are you finding little room to maneuver?
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely probably our worst end of the game, and hopefully we can finish strong here in the last couple.
You have had such a consistently good season. What's been the key to the chemistry of the team to keeping control throughout the match?
Yeah, like we all get along really well on and off the ice, and that's really key. We can deal with each other when things go a little awry. So I mean, that's important. And yeah, we get along, and we just want to win so bad all the time, and so we all give our 110%, and we all know that we're doing that. So that's how we stay consistent, I guess.
Good luck with it today, BJ, against a tough opponent.
Yeah, thanks very much.
BJ Neufeld for Mike McEwen. They're tied 2-2 with Glen Howard. We'll return to championship curling in a moment.
The moments we share today inspire the stories we tell tomorrow. The luxurious Infiniti JX, a 7-seat luxury crossover that actually seats 7 comfortably, with innovative second-row seating that makes third-row access effortless, even with a child seat installed, so your family can share every moment together. Now, for a limited time, lease the Infiniti JX for only $535 per month. Infiniti, inspired performance.
At Quiznos, we're putting our money where your mouth is. Come try any one of our chicken subs. If you don't think it's the best around, you get your money back. Yeah, you heard right. The chicken sub guarantee, only at Quiznos.
You do your thing, leave the rest to us. Ramada Worldwide.
Book now at ramada.ca to get our best rate guaranteed and earn Wyndham Rewards points.
I wish we could pay off our mortgage faster.
That makes 2 of us.
You came to the right place. With a new payment schedule and a fixed rate, you'll be mortgage-free faster. It means you'll save money, too.
That's good.
I wish we were in Jamaica.
Hi. Make paying off your mortgage happen. Borrow smarter and be mortgage-free faster with a low-rate mortgage. BMO Bank of Montreal. Making money makes sense.
See life in the best light, outdoors or in. Transitions lenses automatically filter just the right amount of light so you see everything the way it's meant to be seen, maybe even a little better. Experience life well lit. Ask for Transitions adaptive lenses.
Insist that your Transitions lenses come with a certificate of authenticity. Visit us online to see how your next eyeglasses could be free and how you could win your eyeglasses with Transitions lenses for life.
Because summer here is short. You gotta get outside and soak in every minute. With dollar drinks at Tim's all summer long. Icy cold, thirst-quenching frozen raspberry lemonade. Cool and refreshing iced coffee. Oh, so delicious iced latte. Get any of these awesome drinks for the amazingly low price of $1. All summer long. That's right, summer's here, so drink it in.
Get set for the NHL playoffs with Hockey Night in Canada's Stanley Cup Countdown. It's Monday, April 29th at 8 p.m. local time on CBC. The Leafs are in for the first time in 9 years. Senators yet to clinch. Jets just on the outside looking in, and the Canadians have goaltending problems. It should be interesting.
My poor Habs.
Tell you, what's wrong with Price?
That's over for sure.
And a dramatic seventh end shaping up as we get underway here in the men's final of the Players' Championship. All tied at 2. All kinds of pressure-making shots throughout this match. And as we said, the low score is not indicative of the rocks in play and some of the great escapes that we've seen. Just across the line.
Those are so hard to throw and to sweep, and they did it beautifully. Just a couple of inches over, trying to throw that high guard. They want to force Howard to take one this end. They're not coming into the house. They want lots of guards in play.
Wade's good.
Line's good. Room of ventilating.
Wade's good.
Okay. Line's pretty good.
Wade's
Line's
good.
Room.
Got to curl a bit, guys.
Whoa, 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 it's hot.
I don't think so, Glen.
Okay.
Wade's good. Curl a little bit.
Oh, it's gold.
Easy.
It's perfect weight.
This is the 4th and final event of the Grand Slam curling season. And there are the 3 winners so far. Glen Howard taking the Canadian Open with that win over Brad Jacobs, looking for his 2nd title. Mike McEwen was beaten badly in 6 ends by his nemesis Jeff Stoughton in the National. Back in the final for a 2nd time, trying to cap his season with the championship here in that huge payday.
Line's fine.
The final piece of silverware, the Players' Championship, awaiting the winner today.
You just curl a little. Yep, just go.
Hit it all the way.
Just go. Right to it. Oh. Yep. Good. Pistol.
Very nicely done.
Frozen dead on the nose.
You can't risk the double because it gets the one in the rings, right?
Oh, it's so far. He can't get it any higher than that.
Yeah.
Whatever he does, the double's easier.
That's a good point, you know. Next card will be definitely closer to that one.
So that's why he's throwing the single peel.
Clean.
And then hoping for a crack at a double peel on the next one.
Oh, Brett.
Brett Lang removes the high guard.
That freeze is so good. They could freeze again.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be as good this time. They do not want to move that back red at all. That's the key to this next shot. But they can get it anywhere near the nose. Be a good situation for McEwen.
Hit her more. Dragged it more though, guys.
Yeah. Whoa, line's fine. Line's fine. Off.
Needs
hard,
to curl.
Curling. Hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Once it goes, though.
Whoa. Freeze it.
Oh, yeah. Good looking shot here.
Wozniak trying to freeze up on their own stone.
2 peaches.
Matt Wozniak came to play.
I just love watching Denny Neufeld. Yes, whoa, no. He just put his head down. He never stopped for an instant. He was going the whole way as hard as he could.
And further to that point on Mike's last one, he was not listening to the person in the house. He knows when he's sweeping. Again, it's a sign of a good front ender to read.
Was that what that is?
It is. It is. You're either going to be a great front ender or get fired, one or the other. Great shot.
Really well done.
Fine. Yeah.
So those 2 yellows are in just a great position here.
Yeah.
The reason being, as I said, the not great for a steal, but potential force is definitely there. With you're going to see Howard maybe have to even make a play, run back, even though he'll know he'll lose his back red. Better to get it done early than late in the end.
Brett Lang with his 2nd shot. His counterpart Wozniak curling 83% through 13 shots. And the guard is removed.
Well, just straight guard it. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe, do you want it a little tighter in case we need to run it, or is he peeling for sure?
You show him pizza on this side, on my side.
Guessing game.
Mm-hmm.
Think he's going to peel? If he's going to peel, doesn't matter where we stop this. If he's not going to peel, then...
If he's not going to peel, we want it tight enough so we can run it in there.
That's right.
Yeah, so it is a bit of a guessing game.
Halfway.
Line's good.
Yep,
Line's good. Just 2.
Halfway.
Line good, Mike?
Line's good. Okay. Just clean it. Yep. Yep. A little bit. Good. Very nice.
So they reestablish their guard.
It's perfect.
Good.
Madad will peel that off.
Well, decision time now for McEwen.
Later, in case he does that, right?
No sense of them listening to us.
We can listen.
Can I call timeout?
Timeout.
Yeah. Knows it. It's pretty good. If we put it back, does he peel it?
What's nose not doing though?
What is if you just roll? Well, then he noses it.
That's no good.
We nose and he just noses. He's not gonna touch that.
Why don't you throw it right
What if
here?
you tap this like that and leave them all in a row?
Just gotta be careful with those angles.
It's right here.
I think you just throw it a little tighter.
In case he tries to draw and you can...
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. Like 3 feet out or something.
Well thought out.
Yeah, 2 or 3 feet out. Yeah.
It is amazing
Right
how similar they are in personality and in the way they approach the game and in strategy. All 4 players. So they want to throw a tight guard. You heard why. They are still guessing as to what Howard's team might do. If it's a tight guard, they can use it themselves.
A little more.
Hair more.
So B.J. Neufeld with his second rock here in the 7th, trying to line up with the other 2. Welded onto the Howard stone at the button.
Curl a bit. It's okay.
This is already curling, though.
Just halfway.
Gotta go to get it tight. Hard. Whoa.
It's going to over curl for line.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's...
You show a piece.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
That's actually fine there. Glen can't afford to hit that yellow. The middle yellow is not going out for sure.
Good that we left it open a bit.
Yeah. Top 12 around that with the intern.
What's that?
Try and get ours here.
Bit of a guard.
Yeah, just a straight guard, straight tight guard. He
You
runs
don't
in.
want to leave it out. Yeah.
No. But he runs in and makes contact. He's still pretty buried.
Well,
Or
we're gonna
just
leave
try,
it open.
just
but
try to bury a piece.
We can get it pretty buried.
Try to bury a piece
Well,
right here.
you can
High
dead
as
bury it here.
possible.
Like it'll go in anywhere.
My thought, any desire to try and move ours 6 inches?
Move ours?
Yeah.
No.
I think it's too late for that. It's too
Yeah, because the
risky.
problem is if you move it 6 inches, then he might be able to tap it and it frozen.
He will, because those will always be lined up
Yeah.
that
I don't
way.
think we want to, move ours yet.
Okay, I go here.
Well,
We're trying to make the shot. We're trying to bury 3/4 of it right here.
Yeah.
Well, then he's
Show
got
him a little
this
piece.
run
You
too.
don't want
We
to throw him
can
a
make
little
it.
piece. We're hoping he runs it onto ours, which is fine.
Yeah,
You don't want to throw him a piece.
Well, if you
so
want
he
to
can
run
hit
ours,
this.
just give it to him. Then. I don't want to show him a piece. I agree with Wayne.
Yeah.
You get a piece, and everything
agree.
buried.
So right in front of his, right there.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't mind that.
Piece buried.
Is it awful if we end up on it? Like,
I was just saying, yeah, you could go there too. But
Well, it's the same situation. It's not really that good.
story here.
Yeah.
well, I'm just asking for sweeping. Like, are we better to be on
I mean, this
it?
has
or
been typical
be
about
short
how
beside the other one and runs
close
the yellow in?
this match has been. And the complexity of the shots and the strategy. Discussions at every end.
Right, so they've elected just to guard the yellow. The problem is going top
Like
12
top 12
around.
Yeah.
McEwen could hit the outside of that yellow and spin both of his buried behind the center guard.
Yep.
Jennifer Jones with her brand new daughter, Isabella, looking on today as her partner
He's pretty good
Brett
right
Lang
now. Really good.
goes after
Line's
this
good.
championship.
Line's good.
Line is good.
Line's good.
Tight.
Gotta curl a bit.
You.
Whoa, I'd like to see curl hair.
Line's good.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Think you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Fine.
It's good.
Right.
There's a few anxious moments trying to get that to curl up.
Could have kept going and kept that high, would have been nice there. Pretty good, Wayne.
No, the yellows aren't going behind. They won't go behind, but they'll still only be like half open. You just sort of peel like this. You might be able to get this to go a bit this way.
Yeah.
I think so.
So he'll have the double back. He'll lose his shooter.
And then we draw around the guard.
Yeah. And then we go around the guard.
Good plan.
Yeah. Or go here.
It's pretty simple, Craig.
Or go right here.
That's the other option.
Mike explaining to Brent how this is all going to play out, or to Craig?
Yeah. I think Craig made a comment back, too.
Yeah, that was Craig who said, good plan.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really good, right?
Coat's awesome. Put it there.
Kind of like plan A.
That's the other very intriguing
like
part
plan
of
A.
the sport, where everybody can hear everybody else's strategy.
I think that middle yellow will
spin in behind.
It never used to be that way.
Yeah.
It's something that is a development over the last 10 years with the tour and these players spending every weekend together.
I actually don't. Goodness, you can't. Yeah.
So what McEwen's going to hit the broom side of the red, and he's going to hope the yellows spin a little to the left as it goes in, get rid of two reds. What he anticipates, if they don't, what he anticipates is Howard will play a double, and then he'll go around the guard. The one thing we're missing out of all this is there's that stone at the back 12 foot.
Yeah.
And by going around the center guard, they're saying to Glen, if you make your shot, we're going to give you the deuce, but we're going to make you earn it.
Trying to hit half. A little less there.
Trying to hit half of this top red. He'll lose his shooter, and it'll just a bit of a guess of where the two yellows will end up.
Both reds, of course, will go, yes.
Yes.
So Mike McEwen gathers himself in the hack. His first rock here in 7. Try to get rid of two red stones.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Close. Got the red on the top and the bottom.
Pretty good shot. Red rock didn't really spin under very much.
It didn't. And
the double's there for Glen. The back rock actually gets spun out the other way.
Good shot.
He's hoping to get a touch more separation, and there would be no double here for Howard.
Make the double? I don't think so.
They're hoping that top one was going to continue to spin to the right. It didn't.
Tough. He might be able to hang it.
Really.
Howard actually might be able to make the double and lie too here.
Well, that's the question. Will his shooter hang around and leave McEwen a double? If it doesn't, I think you'll see McEwen go around that center guard.
That's what he said the plan was.
See whether he actually sticks with the plan.
Glen Howard, first rock here in 7, looking for the double and maybe hanging around for 2. By the guard. He's got 2, but rolls out.
And here we go.
Good shot.
This exact situation happened against Gushu.
This is holding
Gushu
more.
ignored.
Yes.
Shot went around the corner, and Gushu and Howard made the shot for 2.
But Gushu's rock did not completely bury. He was unhappy with the line. This is all about making sure that this line is sunk so that Glen Howard doesn't have a shot for 2.
Big difference was Glen was down 1 at that point, but this is a big risk for McEwen. But he's and the other thing, so what he's looking for to get it buried, but he'd like it to keep it pretty high in the rings.
A little less.
Yeah, I saw that.
Top 8 dead buried is what he's looking for.
Looks good, I think.
This will curl.
But you heard McEwen, that little worry. Do you think it's straightening out? They're still not quite sure.
We haven't heard any of this all week.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
plays in your head a little bit.
Gotta go. Go then, you gotta go.
Certainty right to the 7th end.
Wozniak and Neufeld did not like it out of his hands.
Just top 8.
They want to pound it for weight, but it's hanging out there.
Yep. Yeah.
Hard now.
Hard.
Hard, David.
Hard,
Go.
Danny.
Go.
Hard.
Push, Danny.
Got to split the center line.
Deeper. Go.
Glen trying to drag it behind cover.
Didn't get there.
No, there is definitely a shot for two. What happened there is those sweepers didn't have enough weight to let it run for a little while. They had to pound it early so it had enough weight to hit the rings. Therefore, the line is not perfect.
Saville and Lang just questioning whether or not it's there.
If you're feeling this, I know it'll curl.
What do we have all these talks for, bro?
I know it'll curl.
It's just if you can make it, though, Brent,
Right?
then it's...
Where's the ice for that shot today?
This one?
Yeah, yesterday it's easy.
And
The one thing about this, remember the board weight I threw?
It'll be like
it does
it.
curl.
Yeah,
it'll
with
curl
that.
here. It'll curl.
Okay, then fine.
I'm not worried about it curling.
Then fine, throw it.
This is the
Your
exact
call, Skipper.
same thing now.
Whatever you want.
Oh, it's
I like
definitely there. Just do you want to take the chance?
But another example from one day to the next and how that ice is behaving.
Well, you heard Glen say, do you want to take the chance? And we've been talking about a lot with stats, and Jerry confirmed when you're one up, playing the last stand, you have 60% chance of winning. When you're one down, you know, it works the other way. So, bit of a risk. But the reward when you're two up, it's, you know, Glen Howard wins that game 90% of the time, 95% of the time.
He's very good at throwing just enough weight to make this happen.
I agree.
Last rock in the 7th end for Glen Howard. Going for the takeout here in the double.
Wait, real good.
Playing the risky move to take a grip on this final.
It's going to stay if it gets by.
Is it by the guard?
It's not.
No, it's not.
Rubs off the guard. And he gives up a steal. So McEwen, with a steal of 1 in 7, has a 3-2 lead as we head to 8 in Toronto.
The new Toyota RAV4. Let's play.
Wow, Frank, what do you got, gophers or something?
No, I have dandelions. Terrible dandelions messing up my Saturday.
Yeah, looks bad. You really should use Weed Be Gone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Scott's EcoSense Weed Be Gone gets right inside the cell structure of weeds. Just spray to the point of runoff. Weeds turn black, disappear, and your grass comes back green.
I sort of miss the holes.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Scott's EcoSense Weed Be Gone, now available in a concentrate for large problem areas.
Any moment not riding it is a moment you wish you were. Can-Am Spyder, with exclusive Y-frame design and patented vehicle stability system. You've never felt so connected to the road. Discover riding reinvented at canam.erp.com. Ride a Can-Am Spyder now for as low as $249 a month.
All we had was gruel. It tasted worse than it sounds.
My job wasn't to bring home the bacon. No. My job was to bring home a 9-ton woolly mammoth.
You thought the plague was hard. Try the bread.
Introducing the Pizza Burger from Boston Pizza. It's a bacon burger wrapped in a pepperoni pizza.
Eat one for me.
Eat one for me.
Eat one for me! Eat one for all those who couldn't.
At Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we know hockey fans are different.
Because hockey fans don't just wear their loyalty on their sleeves. They wear it all over.
At Enterprise, we're proud to be an official sponsor of the NHL.
So whether you're all about Vancouver or St. Louis or Philadelphia or coaching tomorrow's NHL stars,
We'll get you on your way to the game you love.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Back at the Mattamy Athletic Center in Toronto for the 8th end of this Men's Players Championship final. McEwen with that steal in 7 has a 1-point lead without going to 8. And big money on the line here. The bonus will be claimed by the winner, the $50,000 bonus by the winner here today. So for Glen Howard, a potential $76,000 purse, and for McEwen, the possibility of $74,500.
Easy.
The biggest payday of the season. The final day of the season.
It's okay.
Well, risk versus reward, and I'll thank Jerry, our stats guy, for this. Had McEwen hit that outside stone, tied without, he only wins that game 25% of the time. By taking the chance, going for the steal or the force, he wins the game 40% of the time, and if he with the steal, he wins the game 60% of the time. So McEwen takes the risk and gets rewarded. We'll see how it plays out.
Got a curl. Does need to curl a bit.
It's very interesting, isn't it?
Every end has been full of drama. The skips forced to make
Very nice.
huge shots. As we take a look at the summary of this match so far, in that second end, McEwen with that big double facing 3 Howard shots forces Howard to throw a triple to blank that end. Of course, in the fourth end, Howard gets 1, missing a big double when he had a chance for 3.
No, it's been a fascinating game. It's been, you know, so interesting to watch.
Yeah, fitting for the last game of the year too. It's been exciting.
Yeah.
Got a curl a bit. Line's real good. Line's really good.
3 stolen ends in this final.
Okay, look at this again. 4 perfect shots, both leads making theirs.
I say the freeze. The rocks. It's a 1/4 inch from the. Wasn't dead, frozen.
For line right now, Mike.
I'd say a lot of rocks in play, but no deuces.
Yeah.
A little heavy right now.
We're heavy. Heavy. Just let it grab. Well, back 4 right now. No, just line. No, let it grab. T. Let it grab. Come on. Stay on.
Too heavy.
Yeah, this is a miss.
Okay.
After 2 beautiful freezes last end by Wozniak, he's the one who got that end started.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's what I was first thought. Yeah. Freeze right on ours?
He knows.
Sure. This one's a pinch higher. Okay. Okay. If we chop it. Speed's the same, Langer. No faster. Okay. 4.5?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Brent Lang looking for a freeze on their own, set to try to set up to get their 2 to win the game.
Wade's good.
Okay, whoa.
Wade's good.
Needs
Wade's
to
real
curl.
good.
Whoa. Gotta
Wade,
curl.
want to go. Whoa.
No, it's there. Can't yet. Okay, line's good. Line's good. Still there. Right in the pocket.
Perfect.
Lang matching the precision shot making of Craig Saville here in the 8th.
Lucky there, eh? I saw it. It was so big, yeah. Looked like the rock went right over it. Yeah. I should have went like this.
Saw something in his slide.
Pretty much the same weight you just threw. Okay.
That even in the 8th end of a final.
This is so tantalizingly close. McEwen went up with 1 without the hammers, 3-1 this year. Howard down 1 with hammer, 3-1 this year.
It's good.
Well, some's got to give.
The numbers say that this should be a really good end.
More.
Uh-oh.
So Howard's actually kind of above the curve when, from those stats, down 1, winning 75% of the time.
It's okay. It's a lot better than it was.
Yeah, it's not bad. As that rock was coming down, it looked like it was going to be wide and heavy. It's a terrible combination, but it turned out not bad.
This out-turn freeze for him kills us. Yeah. Hey? I agree. I think so.
Just draw in here. Yeah, chop off it.
Just move this to here. Yeah. Try to just get low. Just draw in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got to move it back, though, because he could rip it.
Yeah.
If he froze to it, he can rip it all.
Tap it half a rock?
Could go into that crap.
Yeah. Tap this one.
I like where this one is.
Yeah.
So.
You could tap that on the nose, too. No, it could end up for the triple, though. Maybe. I think you just out-turn draw and let it go low.
Nosing that.
That looks pretty easy. It's lined up. Rocks. Yeah. Then he probably still comes down and freezes. I could try that, actually.
What's that?
So you want to hit that, it's close to the triple.
My problem is if he knows it, he might be able to get them all.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my thought, yeah.
Same kind of weight I just threw. We didn't sweep it really at all.
Yeah, no.
Freeze
Just don't want to overthrow it and watch it hit it high.
I like this call too, and it's just looking at the end and say, what is the easiest shot for the opposition, and then try to take it away yourself.
So he's trying to just nudge his own back a little.
Let me know how heavy.
Shooter rolling on top.
Back button.
This is the spot that in the sixth end Glen Howard could really have put pressure on McEwen, and his out-turn draw over-curled. So again, it's one of the, Mark, as we've talked about the whole game, questionable as to whether is the broom in the right spot, will it curl hard? Combination of whether T-line weight is thrown and whether the broom's in the right spot.
And that uncertainty's got everybody on edge.
Weight's good.
Yeah.
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Line only.
It's not wide.
Yep, big tap.
Say that
Yeah. Gotta go line. What's happening? Lots of weight. Whoa. Whoa. Lots of weight. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Get in there.
Perfect.
Good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That wasn't the. And maybe rolled a half a rock too far, perhaps.
I think there's a hit available for McEwen.
I think Mike's got to get one in top of the pile here.
Oh, he just hits
the pile on.
Oh, that. He almost got to be back here.
Very nice.
Our statistician Jerry Gertz pointing out that
if we ran
these two rinks have been in this situation once before. That was the 2008 National. McEwen forcing a single and one in the next end.
Jerry's got all kinds of good stuff for it.
Can you make this?
He's been everywhere.
And just leave theirs here?
Yeah, that's the hit that I was looking at as well.
Just then get the 8 and the 5. Might just go over top.
Hitting the red.
Yep. I don't think that you're making contact with the back.
No, you can definitely make that. You still have the center guard at least, right? I think so. Try and hit that really thin and you can make it. Get those two.
I mean, the question is what happens to the two yellows and.
Just thinking if you. I can't really see much of it, anyways. Well, it's razor thin to make that. Otherwise, it's touching the 3.
That top rock's killing us. That red one
might not be the worst. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Razor thin on the top
it's
red.
Less than a quarter. Yeah, just less than a quarter.
Okay, Beach.
The rock that's killing them, they're talking about, is this one, and they're trying to
the angles will change a bit.
just get by the guard. They want to miss the top red, go directly onto this one, and slide it out. It's really tough. And of course, the shooter's going to go in. Now, it might kill both the yellows on the side.
Okay, watch for some granite moving here.
Yep. BJ Neufeld with weight.
Hard, guys.
Gotta get hard to get by the guard.
Jeez, Beach.
No. Wrecking on the guard.
Now they're in trouble. It's almost too good now for Howard. He just does not want to disturb the situation, but wouldn't mind getting another one in there somewhere.
I was more thinking freeze there.
Well, he can right now he can always get these two.
Yep.
Well, we guard it.
Nosing, then he's got this.
What if we guard it, yeah?
Well, we guard it. Can he make? I guess he can make that, eh? Not great.
Let's make something good here.
Whatever that is.
We're nosing this thing.
Anybody got an idea?
He's gonna be able to get 2 or 3.
We're gonna sit 4.
We just need 2. If you could walk it down, that would.
Is that the best spot?
I'm not sure, Brandon. You might be able to get them all.
How? Oh no.
Yeah, if you put it the wrong. This no way. This one to get it, even to make that is super
Nobody
thin.
has
And
it
this,
like that?
what happens if we just nose this one?
Oh no, you don't want to hit him yet.
No? Too early?
You want time out?
Time?
Sure, yeah.
Time. What's the last one? You got 5 minutes.
I don't know. Too many rocks in play for me.
confused.
That looks pretty good. Yeah. I gotta be in team, okay?
Even if it, you don't sure want there. No. And even if I'm right beside it, if you can ever hit it high, boom, boom, and get a bunch, all of a sudden I'm in trouble.
You can't go here.
Like right now.
If you freeze there,
right?
What happens if he freezes here?
Then you hit it.
Then you hit
it and get red of those two. You've still got a lot of red in play. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Here.
I don't mind that.
And I threw that shot 2 ends ago, right? Where I drew that
There's
one.
still lots of rocks to come.
There's still lots of rocks to come. We just gotta make sure he gets something. There's no center guard anymore.
You definitely can't hit that one on the nose.
Where do we not want to put it? Like, is this?
I like it.
Horrible?
No.
Nope.
No.
If we chop the 8 a little bit, is it
the
horrible?
outside one's fine. I think you could
It's not
chop it
great.
there.
You could probably finally chop that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason they're throwing this rock here
Sounds
so
like you
that
gotta
it's
read on-
unremovable
Skins game,
and
take
just
over.
another rock that McEwen's got to deal with. And they love the situation they're in. McEwen's, really, he's in big trouble here.
And you can take this side away from us. Hold on, Wayner.
Wayne was already halfway down the ice before they'd finished that decision.
In his backswing before he's ready to go.
He still wants to blast. I'm just trying to
Hold
keep
on,
him
Wayner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here, Wayne said, he goes,
boy.
we know he wants to blast, I just want him not to.
He might not blast because he's in so much trouble. He might be just tossing one in on the outturn side.
Moves things around.
Yes, exactly. Not sure if blasting's going to help.
What Wayne does not want to do is disturb the Reds.
Still there. Weight's perfect. Whoa.
Line's good.
It's perfect.
Clean it.
Little bounce.
Whoa, wait only.
Very small.
Wait only.
Very small bounce.
Whoa.
Go off the 8. Good.
I think that's what they called.
Yeah, mission accomplished. I'm just showing.
That Red's about 4 rocks from being removed.
Hit this hard. What else do we do? Other than this?
Yeah, that's the other call, the outturn.
Over here.
That's pretty good. That's actually really good. That call.
Get this
the
to
one on the
here.
button is killing McEwen right now. That yellow stone is just killing him.
Open up this double, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We have a ton of time. So hit this pretty big to here? Yeah, because by hitting like this is not going.
Now we're going to lose all the yellows.
No, I don't think we can do anything good with that. Let's try that.
Trying to move over the yellow one. I think
so.
Freeze on that red one's no good.
Okay.
You see, hit the back red,
You freeze that red one
come
there?
into their own yellow, move it over, and still have 2 yellow
to it, Beach, too.
on either side of the button.
Bumper
Not out
or
of trouble.
easy, I got. Maybe just
hoping to freeze
bump's
something up
probably good.
on that
Yeah, like a
They have to
second
find a way.
shot red.
They have to find a way to kill that one at the top of the button.
Yes.
Okay.
Even then, still not great.
Bit of a gas right now. You can
Yeah.
just.
They have to change something.
McEwen's body language is not. I'm not impressed.
Well, they've really had 3 misses in a row. You know, both of Matt's freezes weren't
Yes.
good, and then BJ's hit wrecking on the guard. So
Second chance now for BJ Neufeld.
Yep. Whoa. Close. Yep. Hard.
Oh, this is going.
Gotta go.
Curling hard.
Go. Whoa. Just graze it.
Good shot.
way better than it was. Way better than it was. Still in trouble though.
Yes.
I think Glen could hit the red and maybe get rid of all 4 yellows.
We got 1 time out left.
Could hit the red that Wayne just threw. At least 3 of the yellows go.
Or hit the center line red and get rid of 3 yellows.
Yeah, the center, but they kill their own red if they do that.
Are you trying to nose it, or are you trying to do this a bit, Wayne?
Well, I think the biggest key is that you stay.
Yeah. Well, you got to stay in the house, absolutely.
For
sure, yeah.
Do you want to try and?
Just drill that red that
If
Wayne
you hit it
threw
a little
and-
bit on this side, Wayne, you might get that 8 moving too.
You want to nose that? I want to nose that.
What you do? You can't hit that. That's going right into that pile.
But not if
Could
we're
freeze.
higher.
No,
Not
it's
if we're
probably
rock higher.
not. If we're here, it's probably just going the back and
Okay,
out.
4 minutes, boys.
Okay.
If you drill,
Play your
yeah,
initial
just
one.
drill.
Yeah, I think so.
My initial size.
Do you want to nose it?
Right on the nose with
Okay.
peel.
Okay.
Glenn?
Yep.
Yeah.
3 of the yellows will
Makes
probably
this
go.
round
The one in the back 4 may stick around,
Look
but
at that. Guys, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that 3 will go.
Oh, it's a little one. Wow.
so right on the nose, the yellow Back left goes. The yellow that they're hitting goes.
Hold on,
The
Wayne.
question is, do they make contact with one kind of underneath Glen Howard there?
Okay. Yeah.
If that one goes as well, 4 reds in the house, and only 2 McEwen rocks to come.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yellows, buddy.
Mattamy with heat. Takes away 2 yellow stones.
That was actually a good break there for McEwen. That back yellow stayed.
Yes.
And
Made the wrong side of it.
yeah, hit it too high.
Sorry, man, wrong side. I can't believe I thought it was tight. Wow. Like if I'm this side.
McEwen might be out of the woods here. Little. He can nose hit the center line one, and he's in pretty good shape.
Right.
Hit the red on the one, make the double.
Probably want to throw it up, right?
The stone back
Yeah, at least
4-foot
firmly.
is buried behind those 2 reds.
Yes.
Can't get at it.
Should hold right here with the out.
You do this a few times.
Okay.
Okay, this is a big shot. Big
This
shot
is the
by
exact
McEwen.
spot McEwen threw the double
stand,
in
I
the
think.
second end, so he knows the ice. There you go, heard him say it.
Same as the second end. It ran straight in this spot. Remember,
To not touch his own yellow. Even if it over curls and leaves the stone in the button is better than touching that back yellow.
well, his first hit in that second end, he did round a little bit, and it over curled.
Yeah, so even just cannot
Almost like
afford to hit it
Keelby.
high and go on to the yellow.
Really important shot to save the end.
Yeah, he's almost out of trouble here, actually. Those rocks did not react how Team Howard thought they would.
Mike McEwen with his first rock here in the 8th. Got out of a jackpot in the second with a double. Faced with a very similar circumstance here.
It's close.
On the nose red. And he's got them both.
Great shot. Wow. Wow. All of us. So how was that turned around in 2 shots? Went from absolutely dead to actually having a chance now.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna wait.
You got to
Too good, too
normal
early,
or
eh?
firm, or- I'd like to see. Is
Yeah.
that what you're thinking? And I think it's going to curl, don't you?
So Glen's going to play the same double. Has to save his shooter.
I think it's going to be there.
Has to save his shooter.
Because their double is on those 2 reds that are remaining in the house.
Okay. Let's go, Cliffy.
Again, a question of how much curl
Normal.
with normal weight.
Again, McEwen's ran right down the sheet with Peel. It's funny, you know, Glen Hall, you just watch it come down here and they think the rock's going to react differently. This is way out there. Way out there.
It's less weight, though, than McEwen's.
Still.
Yeah, long ways to go.
Howard looking for the double. Oh. His shooter
Stays.
Stays over there.
Kind of important, but not really.
He's got this.
The only question is the double on the 2 yellows available?
No, it's still in. This he can make this double, right? So we just gotta light 2.
Or guard it.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
Even back 8.
Yeah, just biting a piece. I mean, be careful. This is. It'll still be for probably just 1. So.
This?
Yeah, it'll still be for 1.
Okay, Matty.
Yeah, that's just for 1.
They're just trying to make sure they see everything. So their 2 options is to guard
the yellow,
the yellow for the double, or
about
come
there.
in and lie to, making sure that there isn't a double.
And in order to do that, they have to get it to the T line or better.
It speeds everything. Speed's good in this. Right?
Yeah.
They have to count the top red, not the back
I think that's
red.
good, Beach.
Yeah, back 8.
Okay, Mike.
These are hard. These are hard to sweep.
T-line or better, not a lot of room, but he can't go out of the 8-foot. You got about a 2-foot window to throw it into here.
And this, as I said, all the pressure is on the sweepers on this one. If you leave it short and a double, you're the dog. And if you sweep it too far and you leave the double for the win, it's trouble too. It's got to be perfect.
Hard to imagine to have a free draw just to kind of get out of trouble here, but it is a pressure-filled one.
Mike McEwen with his last stone here in the 8th.
No. Fine.
No.
Right to my broom, guys.
Guys.
Right to my broom. Mine's good.
Trying to hold Howard to one.
Right to my broom.
Force
Got to
an
be past
extra
the
end.
line. The line's
Yeah,
not
really
great.
go,
Hard!
Just to my broom.
Hard! Go!
Really gotta go.
Go! Go! Hard! Go, Maddie! Go!
Didn't get
They
it there.
didn't
Light.
get it there.
Oh, man. Jeez.
Easy double for the win. Easy double for the win.
You know, like it'll curl a little bit, but it won't go crazy. Right? Right there.
You can see McEwen, he knows.
All the great shots he's made today, he comes up inches short with his last rock in the 8th.
This should run the same as you won last time, right? So it didn't curl a pile. Okay.
And so Glen Howard
Same spot, just going
with
the
a
other way.
chance for the double and the win. Last rock.
Yep! Hard! Hard! Whoa! Hard! Wow! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Go with it. Go with it.
Howard, one,
Go,
two. He's done it. The double for 2 and the win in the Players' Championship. Jennifer Jones celebrating her partner Brent Lang's championship victory and a huge payday of $76,000 as Glen Howard pulls the trigger on a double for the deuce, beating Mike McEwen, who was inches short with his last rock.
The luxurious new RLX from Acura. When man and machine connect, the extraordinary happens.
We know that your greatest competition is yourself. We know running and the ASICS gear that's right for you. At Source for Sports, we know our stuff.
A fee for changing plans? Seriously?
And of course, no charge for the changes.
Oh, great. Hey.
Hi.
Oh.
Change your plan as often as you want. Free. One of 4 smartphone freedom advantages, only with Rogers.
If you believe the ride is more than a slogan, it's time you try Polaris. Experience unmatched ride and handling on the all-new 77 horsepower Scrambler XP 850 HO. Or discover the razor-sharp ride of the only trail-capable side-by-sides, the original Razor 800 or red-hot Razor 570. Get rebates up to $1,700 and financing as low as 3.99% during the Polaris XP sales event.
Introducing Quiznos Chicken Sub Guarantee. Try any one of our perfectly toasted chicken subs like the Chicken Milano. If you don't think it's the best chicken sub around, you get your money back. The Chicken Sub Guarantee, only at Quiznos.
Innovation. At Mazda, it's what drives us. It's in everything from our breakthrough design to our revolutionary SkyActiv technology. And it's in vehicles like the Mazda 3, winner of the 2013 AJAC Award for Best New Small Car. It delivers exceptional fuel economy with uncompromised performance. And it's a 2013 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Drive one today. Mazda.
Well, I just...
Welcome back to the Mattamy Athletic Center. As it often does in curling, it comes down to the final shot. A nice double by Glen Howard. He becomes the Players' Champion again. A 4-3 victory over Mike McEwen. As it always does, it's that final shot, and there was never any doubt.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was quite an end. We had control of that end right through the get-go, and it really looked good. And then all of a sudden, we had made a good shove, didn't turn out quite right. Mike made a beauty, and then I jammed, and if Mike brings his another 6 to 8 inches, I'm drawn for one, and lo and behold, it came up light enough and gave me a chance, and you don't want to give him another chance to get back into it.
All right, it's the culmination of a season where there was a little bit of disappointment, particularly at the Brier. But this is a big victory, a big money victory, and it's a momentum builder as you head into a critical season. Have I got all that right?
You did. Absolutely, Scott. It was, we were disappointed at the Brier. We had a great weekend, but we didn't finish it off. And what do? We know that if you finish the season with a...
If you finish the season with a little bit of a face wash, hey, it's all good.
It's all.
Glen Howard, Players' Champion for a second time. Back to you, Mark.
All right, Scott, time now for the Rogers shot of the game in a match that featured 2 blanked ends, 3 stolen ends, so many rocks in play, but it came down to the final shot of the match.
And just to add a little bit more uncertainty, that the players the entire game were a little bit unsure of where to put the broom and how much the rock would curl on this early, then often praying it would come up enough to just push it far enough for 2 points and the win. Mark?
So Glen Howard caps a season that saw him win the Canadian Open, had the disappointment in the Brier, and he wins the big payday, $76,000, and the Players' Championship for the second time. Time now to decorate the champions, and now here's the trophy presentation with Don Landry.
Ladies and gentlemen, was that not truly an exciting finish to the 2013 Players' Championship men's final? Let's hear it for Team Howard and Team McEwen. And now that great moment at the end of an event for the winning team, it's the championship walk. Let's have a nice hand for Coldwater, Ontario's Team Glen Howard. Their lead, Craig Saville. Their second, Brent Lang. Third, Wayne Madog. And the skip, Mr. Glen Howard. We would indeed like to thank all 30 teams who entertained us so well on these sheets of ice under this glorious dome at Maple Leaf Gardens and the Mattamy Athletic Center. Were you entertained all week, curling fans? I'm sure you were. We thank you for your attendance. We thank you for coming out, of course. We thank the teams for their wonderful entertainment. And we would, of course, like to thank the organizing committee. All of those people you saw walking around in the gray jackets, they were volunteers. And they did their utmost to make this a successful week. Let's hear it for them, please. Including the organizing committee, Chris Riedel and Mike Krapansky and Päivi Liitala from the Leaside Curling Club here in Toronto. I would like to now introduce Navid Mansouri, the Vice President of Programming for Sportsnet, for the trophy presentation.
Thank you, Don. Sportsnet is thrilled to own and operate the Grand Slam of Curling. It's been a fantastic season. Congratulations to all the teams. And now it is my pleasure to present the trophy to Team Howard.
Somebody's got to cue me.
That's not all this team gets, of course. It's a nice trophy. It's a wonderful championship. There's cash involved here, too. And I don't know, Glenn, if you're in a hurry to get the big checks, but it's always nice when they have big figures on them. And Mr. Pierre Charette, the president of the World Curling Players Association, has a couple of rather large checks with large figures, $25,000 as champions of this event, and a bonus check for $50,000 to Team Howard. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a few words from the president of the World Curling Players Association, Mr. Pierre Charette.
Thank you. First, I'd like to thank our national sponsors, Gold Line, AMJ, Jet Ice, and Weedman. Our local sponsors, the Mattamy Athletic Center, Local Alliance Transportation, Stu Cells,
So big smiles from the Glen Howard rink as they capture the Players' Championship, their second slam victory of the season, to end a bittersweet season. Losing out on what looked like a promising Brier after 10 straight wins and losing 3 in a row to settle for the bronze. They win it here, they win the big money, and it was a match that really teetered in the final 2 ends. And we go back to the 7th end where Glen Howard had a chance for 2 to really take control, and then he missed that shot under huge pressure.
It was a very interesting game that Mike McEwen took the chance to put a rock in the 7th end to try to force Glen Howard to make a great shot. He tried to make the soft weight hit for 2 points. You can see that guard that's in play. Mike ignoring the second Howard Stone in play. Now this is where the question mark is, where do we put the broom? We're not sure. That rock over curling and a steal by Mike McEwen in the 7th end.
Wrecking on the guard, and Brent Lang in frustration booting that rock off the ice. And then we come to the 8th where it looked like Howard was in complete control, so many rocks in play, and then McEwen escapes and puts the pressure on. But then in the end, McEwen's last shot coming what Glen Howard said was probably 6 inches short.
Right, and you know, they worked so hard through the game, and that steal was so critical for McEwen. 60% chance of winning that game, but you have to make all your shots in 8, and Mike left the double, that yellow stone there on the left side of center. Comes 1 foot deeper, Glen's drawing for 1. As it is, leaves Glen this double for 2, and you know he's going to make it. He's clutch. Money on the line, and there it goes. Players champion, season-long series champion, and makes for a nice summer. Big check like that.
So a huge win for Glen Howard as he comes through with that pistol shot. The double for the deuce in the 8th, and a 4-3 victory over a very dejected Mike McEwen, who played a great match. But again, it was a game of inches in the end when he missed on his final rock in 8. So McEwen running up here, second place in this final event, the Players' Championship, and 2 victories on the Grand Slam Tour this year for Glen Howard as he takes the Canadian Cooey, the Masters, to lead it off in Brantford, and Jeff Stoughton taking the National, where he defeated McEwen in the final there. So a tough one for McEwen to take in the finals in the final 2 events of the season, but not being able to win. And we can take a look and show you now what's coming up next year in the Grand Slam. The Masters, the Rogers Masters, will be coming your way at the end of October, early November, from Abbotsford, British Columbia. Then the Canadian Open will be in Medicine Hat, Alberta, in mid-November. The Players' Championship in Summerside, PEI, back on the island at the end of April. So an exciting conclusion to this season. We look ahead to 2014 with McEwen and Howard, both with berths, direct berths to the Olympic trials. What do you expect? I mean, this is the toughest country to get out, to get into the Olympics.
Well, and I think what's really interesting is that we have 2 of our slam events before the Olympic trials. And as we know, some teams come out at the beginning of the year and play very strong, and other teams build towards a peak spot. And we've heard many of the teams talk about they need to peak a couple of times next year, and the first one will be at that Olympic trials.
Many of the top countries, Mike, Sweden, Scotland, they put all their money on one team. It's a lot different here.
It is, but we have a great opportunity in Canada. We're going to get a strong rep. We've talking about it all week with the 12 teams that have already qualified for the trials. Got 12 more at the pre-trials, men and women. Loving it. It's going to be a great season.
So So Mike McEwen, changing of the guard, not quite here today as he falls to defeat by 4-3 in the final of the Players' Championship to Glen Howard of Coldwater, Ontario, their second victory of the Grand Slam season.
Thanks so much, Mark. Next Saturday, the last weekend of the NHL regular season, Montreal at Toronto, Philly, Ottawa, Vancouver and Edmonton. Lots still at play. Scotiabank hockey tonight, 6:30 ET, 3:30 Pacific, gets it all underway. We're closing out April with a rush as the Stanley Cup playoffs begin on Hockey Night in Canada on CBC. Opening round play begins live on the full network and online at cbcsports.ca. Mark your calendar, April the 30th. Glen Howard, the Players' Champion. Thanks for watching. See you next season for more championship curling on CBC.
For me, the Fortress of Louisburg is a magical place.
There's so much power that's coming off the ocean, pounding down on the coastline. It's just the intensity of it that we have to deal with.
If you go far enough in the future, well, probably much of Atlantic Canada is going to be submerged, or significant portions of it. So Louisburg's day will come.
Hello and welcome to Land and Sea. I'm Tom Murphy. In 1713, France was granted sovereignty over what we now know as Prince Edward Island and Cape Breton. France then built a magnificent fortification on Cape Breton Island, but the Fortress of Louisburg is under siege right now. Due to the powers of the waves and the winds of climate change, an historic Canadian landmark may be lost forever. Visiting the Fortress of Louisburg is like living in a memory. For a moment, you might believe that it's actually the mid-18th century. Everything seems so real. But in a flash, it all changes as the visitors mingle with the interpreters who call this place home during the tourism season. People come here to bear witness to this iconic site in Canadian history. The conflicts that occurred here centuries ago helped to make English the dominant language in North America. When you first look at the fortress from a distance, you might do a double take. Its beauty on a summer's day can take your breath away. However, like a lot of great beauties, it is fragile. The fortress is located on the south coast of Cape Breton Island, hugging the coastline of the Atlantic Ocean. But it's this very location that makes the site so vulnerable. The government of France didn't realize this when it chose the site as its center in the New World after losing Acadia.
Louisburg was really strategically located from two perspectives. Most importantly, it was a point from which they could pursue the cod fishery, and it was very plentiful, very available. It had a particular cultural value for the French as well. As Roman Catholics, they observed a number of lean days a year, days when they were to abstain from eating meat, and in fact that was close to 150 days a year. So they needed a new center for the fishery and as well a military base to secure their access to the fishery. In fact, it wasn't the military's first choice. In terms of a point to defend, it was very challenging. There are a lot of low hills around. There's no good point to fortify.
The first people to settle here came from Newfoundland and the settlement in Port Royal, followed by the Basques and those from northern France. The construction of the fortress was an enormous undertaking.
Masons and carpenters and workers were brought from France, and people as well from Acadia. A lot of laborers would come up and work as well, but the soldiers did a great deal of the labor of hauling and digging, and it went on for years and years. The rough stone would be mostly local. There were some there's lots of sources of rough stone in Cape Breton, that's for sure. But any of the cut stone was brought from France. And that was particularly, it worked well because they needed the ships to ship back the cod anyways. The community at its absolute peak in the 1750s was close to 4,000 permanent residents and then a large garrison as well. But the average would probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000. In its day, Louisburg was the busiest port of New France, and it was also one of the busiest on the North Atlantic seaboard. Boston, New York, and Philadelphia were, of course, busier, but apart from that, it was one of the busiest North Atlantic sea ports.
The population quickly depleted the surrounding forests. They needed wood for heating, building, cooking, and they worked hard at keeping themselves fed.
Every house had a garden. Everyone grew what they possibly could to have access to some fresh fruit and vegetables. Beef was brought in very regularly, and some dairy products and fruits and vegetables. Any household of any size would have some courtyard animals. Geese, turkeys, chicken, and such things would be kept, and maybe pigs as well, or a few sheep. The people here owned a certain number of animals, not a huge number, but it was an important supplement. The biggest staples of the diet, though, the flour for making bread, the dried vegetables to sustain them through the winter, the peas, and preserved meats came from France. Bread making is an art for the French, of course, and a very central undertaking. So there were bakeries through the town. A bake oven is quite an elaborate thing, so that it tended to be a commercial shared oven that a baker would have that people could bring their bread dough to. But to supply the military the enormous amount of bread that the garrison needed, there was also a king's bakery.
But by the mid-1740s, this busy but rugged life was disrupted by war. Louisburg was attacked by the British colony of Massachusetts. The siege was part of the larger war already underway between France and Great Britain. Louisburg wasn't ready, and New England soldiers, assisted by a British naval squadron, easily defeated the small force at the fortress. The New England militia stayed that winter, something for which they were ill-prepared. But 3 years later, as part of a treaty, Louisburg was returned to France. Still, the British wanted complete control of North America, and so in 1758, Louisburg was attacked again.
The force that landed was between the naval force and the land force close to 30,000 people. So it was a completely different undertaking than what had happened in 45. The French were also much more ready for the battle. Their outer works were in much better condition. They had positions all along the shore that were manned.
But Louisburg fell to the British, and its population deported. The government of Great Britain wanted to make sure the fortress of Louisburg would never rise again.
The decision was made to destroy the fortifications, and Welsh miners actually were sent over to do the work. What they did was they dug tunnels, mines, into the base of the walls, and then they would put powder in the tunnels and ignite that to blow up the walls from underneath, to undermine them, basically. And then the fortification structure would collapse. So even in the 60s, and now if you look at it from an aerial shot, you can still see the round craters created by these underground explosions that caused parts of the fortifications to collapse.
Although some events were celebrated here, the ruins remained largely untouched until the 1960s. That's when a massive reconstruction program got underway. Today, the site is roughly 25% of the original community, but it's more than just the fortress. It is acres of archaeological resources, cemeteries, battlefields, fishing houses, and shoreline. Parks Canada looks after it all. Some features of the site have already been lost to the Atlantic Ocean. When we come back, why more of it is in immediate peril.
Take CBC with you on the new BlackBerry Z10. Check breaking news and weather. Stay connected with the latest scores and highlights. Enjoy 50 web radio stations. And listen to your favorite CBC radio programs. Download them all today at BlackBerry World.
What is quality? It isn't just how well you design something or how well you make it. It's also how tough you are on it. It's how much you stay on top of things at every step. Because before every single aspirin 81 milligram tablet gets to you, it has to get through us. Aspirin 81 milligram, 100 points of quality control in every bottle.
You have to wear different hats as a small business owner. I think everyone knows that.
It's every day, 24/7. You don't clock out.
As a real estate agent, there's a million things that I have to do on a daily basis.
Vistaprint understands that business owners need a convenient and affordable way to promote their business.
My favorite thing about Vistaprint is just that I can go online anytime.
The easy-to-use tools and templates at Vistaprint.ca make it simple to look professional and coordinate your marketing across everything from business cards to websites to postcards and more. See how easy with 250 of our most popular cards, now new, improved, and still only $10.
I work so much. I don't have time to go in places and, sit down and chat it out. I just need to do it and be done.
Visit Vistaprint.ca, and as an introductory offer, we'll cover the shipping for free.
It's easy for me to hand that off to Vistaprint and get it off my desk because I know that it's going to be done right and on time. Right and on time should be their name.
Vistaprint.ca.
Made with 100% Canadian whole grain Quaker oats. Nutritious energy to get you going. Quaker Up.
What would you say the Treehouse coming to play for you this year?
Hell yeah! Sunday, April 28th.
Gordie Howe is coming out of retirement alongside his sons, Marty and Mark Howe.
Who the hell gave you permission to talk to the WHA owners?
You done, Bruce? You still got the elbows.
You know you cross the line sometimes.
You let them throw dirt at you, they will keep doing it.
You've worked so hard. Now you have a chance to win with your sons.
Mr. Hockey, the Gordie Howe story. April 28th on CBC.
People who live in the coastal areas of the Maritimes are well aware of the eroding shorelines, and the fortress of Louisburg is no exception.
It's like a canary in the coal mine, except it's a canary on the seashore, really. And it's an example that combines history and science that shows what's going on our planet.
John Johnston worked at the fortress of Louisburg for 23 years. The French government thought so highly of his research work that they honored him recently. He was named a Chevalier, or a Knight, for his distinguished contribution to history. Despite retirement, John Johnston remains tied to the fortress. He's concerned about what the sea is doing to the low-lying land that is Louisburg.
You have two forces at work that are really affecting Louisburg heavily. It's really in the most risky zone, if you like, one of the most risky zones in Atlantic Canada. And one of those forces is that the ice caps in various parts of the world are slowly melting, or quickly melting, and sea level is rising. But at the same time, in where Louisburg is located, and a lot of the rest of Atlantic Canada, the crust, the earth crust, is subsiding at the same time. So you have a double effect. So each one is 1.6 millimeters a year. One is going up and one is going down. Together, that's 3.2 millimeters a year of relative sea rise that's taking place at Louisburg. The icon, if you like, or the portrait child for this is the mooring rings at the Fortress of Louisburg. When archaeologists uncovered those mooring rings during the 1960s, it came as quite an eye-opener. At the time, people weren't thinking a great deal about relative sea rise, but they saw that they were now below the sea level, which didn't make any sense for the French having moored their ships, tied the ropes below the level of the sea.
The difference between these two measurements is almost a meter, or about 3 feet, lost in 250 years.
Right now we're looking at predictions of about, or preparing for a 30-meter setback over the next 50 to 100 years. And that means preparing to see the coastline retreat about 30 meters further than we're seeing right now. Well, archaeologists first noticed the erosion problem at Louisburg in 1964, to be specific, and right here. We're at the tip of the Princess Bastion, and a section of this fortification wall became exposed in 1964. They noticed it eroding out, and that was the beginning of it. What they saw was it's a gun port. It's an inverted keyhole-shaped gun port that they would have used for small arms fire. The base stones from the gun port were removed, and they're on exhibit now in the Douaget house. What we're looking at right now is a masonry wall that's basically falling apart. That wall had been underground for centuries, and while it was underground, it's a mortared wall. The lime is leaching out of the mortar. So now that this wall is exposed to the air again, there's really nothing left in that mortar except hard-packed sand.
Once the sand is uncovered, it dries it up, allowing the stones to tumble out. Eventually, an armor stone barrier was created to stop the erosion here, but it didn't work.
The energy, the wave energy at this length of the coastline is pretty intense. There's nothing to stop the waves coming from way off. The fetch is incredible. And it's just a very powerful coastal environment, so the armor stone barrier just wasn't built strong enough.
Because some parts of the fortress shoreline are eroding so quickly, the researchers are turning to what is called rescue archaeology. That's when a site is documented before it's lost to the elements.
Behind me here, the large stone structure you see is the French powder magazine, and that was built during the second French occupation of Louisburg. And it's a large, powerful building meant to hold gunpowder, and that building was designed to hold about 2,000 barrels of gunpowder. Well, this site is important because it's of its rarity, actually. We don't have these large powder magazines of this style, built from this time period, located elsewhere at the fortress. So when we lose these sites, we're losing the only one. And we want to record the powder magazine, the structure, how it was designed, where exactly it's positioned at the fortress, learn as much as we can about it before the beaches really come in and cover things over.
And yet, there is another threat, the winter storms that are part of life on the Atlantic.
And when nor'easters come in, they're not necessarily the biggest storms, but they're the ones that come at an angle that does the greatest damage to Louisburg. So you've already had, in the past couple of decades, the Frederick Wharf has disappeared, it's been taken away. You've had the quay wall with all of its board cladding, that's all been taken away. And occasionally some of the land where the reconstruction sits has been flooded, and that kind of encroachment by the sea is going to continue in the decades to come.
Well, the importance of this site, it was a feature that we found in February 2006 when it popped out in a pretty heavy storm that blew in that winter. We found an exposed northeast corner of a stone foundation, which turned out to be the root cellar of a French property here, built and owned by the Saint-Marie family. Now, we found 43 burials inside this cellar, and that was the big surprise for us. That was the thing we had no notion of expecting. And through good archaeological research, or good archaeological information that we found in the ground, paired with good historical information, we were able to figure out that what we had here were New Englanders, New England soldiers that were buried here in the winter of 1745-46. From historic accounts, we knew that the soldiers were dying of camp fevers like dysentery and diphtheria and other diseases, and of 2,000 soldiers garrisoned that winter, about half of them died.
The skeletons were carefully removed and reburied in a crypt on higher ground. When we come back, the battle to protect the fortress of Louisburg from disappearing into the Atlantic.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Tim Hortons Coffee. In Canada, it's the coffee we love. Tim Hortons, our Canada, our coffee.
The Doyle app is here. Sync up to the show and ride along for extended content, trivia, and more. Get it on the App Store or online at cbc.ca/Republic of Doyle.
Mind telling me what you're doing? Sharing this masterpiece with my followers. This new bacon's amazing. It's already got 17 mentions, 35 comments, and 86 people like it.
What about you? Do you like it?
Oh, yeah. I should probably taste it.
Tim Hortons Bacon, Tomato, and Cheese Panini with new thick-cut bacon for a limited time, just $4.99.
Ignoring your loyal followers? That's what I thought.
When you suffer from arthritis, pain, and stiffness, everything seems more difficult. Thankfully, just one Aleve pill has the strength to relieve arthritis pain for up to 12 hours. So you can break free from arthritis pain. Aleve, one pill, 12 hours strength, 12 hours length.
Do you suffer from tired, aching legs, swollen feet or ankles? I did, until I started using the Revitive Circulation Booster.
Revitive Circulation Booster uses electrical muscle stimulation to increase circulation in your lower legs and feet, which could ease swelling and discomfort.
It's so easy to use. Just 30 minutes a day has really made a difference in my life. We're all up here where we can enjoy the things we love. Revive your day with Revitive Circulation Booster.
Available at these fine stores.
Pizza with a delicious thin crust that rises around the edge right before your eyes for that freshly baked, homemade Italian pizza taste. Casa di Mama, just like Mama used to make, by Dr. Oetker.
This is my Altima. It's about making my way in the world, my sense of value. This is my Nissan.
This is my Sentra. It's about staying connected to my world without compromise. This is my Nissan.
This is my Pathfinder. It's about being practical and still being able to have fun.
Now you can go farther while using less. This is your Nissan.
Hockey Night in Canada's Play On is back for 2013. 9 weekends, 21 cities. This is Canada's largest sports festival. All ages, all skill levels. Anyone can play. Is your team in? Register today at playon.ca. Corporate division delivered by UPS.
The fortress of Louisburg is under attack by waves, winds, and storm surges. The site is in jeopardy. But part of Rebecca Dunham's job is to predict the future through different kinds of monitoring. She routinely walks the coastline to see the changes herself. She also uses 18th century maps overlaid with contemporary aerial photography to show the dramatic changes on the site.
Well, we do know that that sea level is anticipated to rise over the next 50 to 100 years. How much it rises, that's hard to say right now. The predictions by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change for this region is in the range of about 73 or 70 some odd centimeters over the next century. So that's something to prepare for. Well, we basically go through this triage process, and we'll look at the historic value of the sites that we know are positioned close to the coastline, particularly within this 30-meter setback. And the sites that offer the most information, the most historic value, or may be of the greatest importance for Canadians now and in the future, then we'll do our best to protect those, and if we can't protect them, then to record them in detail. That's actually a very difficult process to go through because we would ideally protect everything as possible, but it's impossible to protect everything. The number of resources here are so huge and the situation so complex.
even though we see at Parks Canada that for us one of our mandates is to preserve for future generations these special places. We know that preservation does not always mean keeping things exactly the way they are. It means working with and doing the best we can in the conditions the environmental conditions that we have. So there is that sense of loss, and there is that sense of what can we do to minimize that loss. And we have all kinds of short-term strategies that we are applying to the situation. And one example of that is on the Barrier Beach. We have a wonderful little program that I like because of its title. It's called Beach Nourishment. And that buys us some time to work towards the long-term strategy where we have this erosion of this beach and we feed the beach every year by putting back some of the gravel that the ocean displaces throughout the year.
Continuing sea level rise is inevitable, and scientists warn that we're headed into a period of more frequent and more damaging storms.
It's now at a point where we have infrastructure built with one kind of sea level, and we're soon moving into a period with a different kind of sea level. Steps need to be taken by those who have the means to take steps to figure out exactly what needs to be done and when. If you go far enough in the future, well, probably much of Atlantic Canada is going to be submerged, or significant portions of it. So Louisburg's day will come.
So far, Parks Canada isn't sure yet what its long-term strategies might be. It's a work in progress, with plenty at stake.
Well, certainly the experts in that department are looking at practices around the world that have been used that have met with some kinds of success, but it means using some pretty innovative ways of working with the ocean. So I'm not hearing so much about building structures to hold against, but building structures or integrating structures to work with.
Even though I love Louisburg as dearly almost as I love my children, not quite, I can't make the case that Louisburg is more important than this village or this harbor or this shoreline somewhere else. I think the importance is to capture the knowledge, tell the stories, and we certainly for the next generation or two can continue to go and visit Louisburg, experience all the wonder and magic that it has. Ultimately, however, it may go underwater, but that's well after my time, I hope.
Next on Land and Sea. Keeping a treasured Christmas tradition alive for the pure love of it. Meet the Newfoundland man who's been mummering for 70 years. The Mummer Man. That's next on Land and Sea.
Oh, same. 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 Different.
Oh, what a beauty.
New Tropicana orange and mango, and so deliciously different.
If you think you can flush fats, oils, and grease out of the plumbing with hot soapy water, you'd be wrong. Putting this stuff down your kitchen drain can clog not only the plumbing in your kitchen, but all the sewage pipes downstream from your home. It can cause your sink to back up and can cause major problems in the sewage system that is expensive to clean up and repair. Store your used fats and grease in an empty container and set it out for garbage collection. Remember, store it. Don't pour it.
See life in the best light, outdoors or in. Transitions lenses automatically filter just the right amount of light so you see everything the way it's meant to be seen, maybe even a little better. Experience life well lit. Ask for Transitions adaptive lenses.
Insist that your Transitions lenses come with a certificate of authenticity. Visit us online to see how your next eyeglasses could be free and how you could win your eyeglasses with Transitions lenses for life.
Tonight, the explosive season finale of Republic of Doyle.
You took my freedom, and I'm gonna take what you love most.
2 episodes back to back.
They're using you as a pawn in their game.
Where are they?
It's a collision course with cards.
You missed me, Jake?
Making it personal.
Well, I'm gonna clear that up for you.
With guest stars